Ladies and gentlemen, this is
that
the
was
first
uncalled
time
for.
that I've started the SINDROA recording. It's not the 5th. It's just, you know, welcome to SINDROA.
We're here.
We are approaching.
We're here. That's it.
What's going on?
I'm swole.
Poop.
Last
No,
time
Lol.
on SINDROA, I googled German words to name an episode, and also I said lay.
No.
No, Ronick did.
No, I did, and then Ronick thought about it, but he didn't. He didn't break his vow, and I respect him for that.
Don't. I disrespect him. A curse upon your household.
The party sought information about Orange Shadow Step and found it, and then we're like, okay, we've got that, but we also have to do Gald. And then they decided between the two, and they decided, alright, let's do Gald. So they went to Gald. So then they got to Gald, and they met up with the Bruderschaft des Feuers, the resistance group left behind by Lusvik to fight against the Primarch's reign in his homeland. Not doing amazing at the moment, the Bruderschaft, but they're doing, you know, they're still functional. In the city of Drakdert. After a meeting with one of Lusvik's old compatriots, Brad Verst, and his a uncomfortable meeting with his mentor, Honora.
Nora, what?
I said Honora.
Suit up. Suit
No,
up.
Feuerstern.
Full name. Yeah.
Honora Feuerstern. They made some resolutions of what to do while they're in Gald. I think you wanted to break into that dude's house or whatever?
I don't know a dude, but I know about a man.
Right. Of course. And then everybody sort of bedded down for the evening at the... Did you guys go to sleep?
I don't know. Like, what time was it
Whistler's
before?
house.
Yeah, I think you guys went into Whistler's house and went to sleep in the place, but Lusvik didn't because he wanted to sleep amongst his men.
I sleep with men.
Yes.
His men, though.
I mean, yeah.
Not just.
Yeah, no.
Everyone's
Because
room
he's been
has a-
sleeping with men.
Yeah.
Everyone's room in the mansion has a
He's been
button
sleeping
right now.
amongst men. There we go.
And if you press the button in your room in the mansion, it makes it into like a Galdian
brothel?
theme.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, you can do that.
It's like a really, like, not
Smelly.
terribly accurate, just sort of like paper thin cultural
Yeah.
bullshit.
When
There's
you
just
press the button, there's a voice that says October Press.
Why?
there's just big flagons of mead. There's all of the unseen servants or whatever that attend the place are wearing lederhosen.
Of course. I mean, I am too, but that's just me, normally.
Yeah.
And I'm just being me.
And then you guys don't wake up. This is Gald. You wake up in the morning.
Is that before or after we go?
Einbrush and put a little makeup.
Why is Gold filled with Nazis?
Okay,
Where do you
so
see? This place sucks.
so all
I
right.
mean, it kind of
Now,
is.
that was mean.
So are we? Sorry, are we done?
No, what? Yeah, we're
Is
done
there
sleeping.
is there more to say? Or...
No, I'm done.
To leave your
No,
keys
Okay.
we
upon
will-
that dish.
Okay. Do you guys still want to be disguised or not?
Do they like us yet?
I mean, to be fair,
I don't know where we put this mansion.
Presumably just in one of the bunk rooms, I guess?
Okay.
I mean, I mean, it doesn't really matter because it vanishes when you do it, but...
Yeah,
that'd be
but
my
like when we
assumption.
step out, who do we
Alright.
want to be?
Yes, I would like to be disguised in case I commit any minor acts of terrorism.
You want
Okay.
I will.
as well.
produce-
I'm
why
not gonna
his
lie,
name
it
with
might
the guys they
commit
had
some
before.
terrorism.
Don't you want to do it when Luzik's there?
Oh, because Lucic doesn't need to be disguised pretty bad.
Well, I was just asking right
Yeah.
now anyway. Just like I wasn't sure if people were gonna be like, no, it's fine
It just
with
seemed
with
right.
that voice and that inflection. Very interesting. Yeah. Okay. So we'll walk over to Lusvik and
Alright, you guys exit the mansion.
undisguised.
Down smash.
You exit the
And then
mansion,
this
and as you
guy-
do, you hear the sound of every single Galdian in the place.
Oh god,
They all have
Slayer
apnea.
is really glad he didn't spend his night
The
out
entire
here.
fucking barracks rumbles at all times.
You know that one time when I was scrying on Carl, I heard this too.
You did, you heard it in the background.
I heard this because he was sleeping.
Yeah.
Jeffro calls, time out, everybody, time out. Why are we here? This place sucks.
I mean, it could be worse.
Could it?
Yes, it definitely could.
And we're going to make it better.
Was that the sound of stone grinding?
that was Brad Verst.
Oh gosh. Oh my god. Brad, baby, what's wrong?
He has deeply occluded nasal passages.
He's got ambient occlusion turned on.
It has to be
That was a weird joke.
I appreciated it.
I say,
Okay.
Lusvik. I throw a rock at Lusvik.
You threw it right at his throat, dude.
Who's that?
I don't know. We need a disguise.
All right, it's time. Hold up, let me wake up Brad. Hold up. Knocking.
Oh! 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 Lusvik.
Yes, gold morning to you too.
Good morning.
Are all of you fucking crazy and snore all the time?
What?
What? What does he mean, Lusvik?
I don't. He's not from Gold. He's not around here. You don't understand. Like snoring is cultural here.
If you do not snore, it is considered very rude.
Yes, it is. It is a sign that you are sleeping well.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
It's like slurping your noodles, Jeffro.
Exactly.
In Japan.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you demonstrate.
have you ever been to Japan,
Johnny,
Jeffro?
where's that?
Jeffro
it's-
might have
Have you
Jeffro
heard of
has
Japan
a
before?
much-
It's a SINDROA thing. You wouldn't know.
Jeffro has a much higher chance of having been to Japan than anyone in the party.
You know, at least in Sigil, if you get caught snoring, you die.
What do you mean, at least? In Sigil?
It's a more enlightened realm.
Yes, we don't have silly snorters. Are you
Jeffro,
snoring
it's
while
not-
you're awake, or is that a snort?
No, it's not silly. It's grand. It's great.
That didn't answer any of my questions.
All right, guys. All right. It's the morning. It's time to
Jeffro's
discuss what's going to happen.
He's just confused.
All right. What the heck?
Well,
All right. We need to
kill.
What? Kill? No, we're not killing anyone.
Why?
Why?
Hello, Brad. We haven't met yet.
Why are we not
Ah,
killing
yeah, hello.
anyone? That
You,
seems boring.
I don't
Why
know
are
when
we
you
here?
got in here, but I assume that you... I mean, you are speaking with Lusvik, so I guess you are friends?
Yeah,
Maybe.
he's my best friend.
Certainly there must be
he's
some
all right.
blood to spill.
We're best friends, and you can call me Breakfast.
Ah, yeah, breakfast. Pleasure to meet you.
Call
Yes.
me lunch.
We do not.
Is
Are
hey
you guys disguised?
No.
Okay. We do not see too many of, you know. He makes little finger horns above his head. In gold.
Hot pink bitches, yeah.
Yeah,
That is not what I would have said, but if that is how you... Is that... He leans over to Lusvik. Is that a politically correct term? I do not understand. Different
necessarily.
Only if your name is Breakfast.
Not necessarily. Also, just play along. Play along. His name's not Breakfast.
My name is Breakfast. What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh.
This hot
This is
pink
my
bitch's name is Breakfast.
This hot pink bitch's name is Breakfast.
Lusvik, have you adopted a small mentally challenged child? I admire
This
you.
hot
Yeah,
pink
yes, the
bitch's
lizard in the
name
back.
Hey,
He,
what the
he
fuck?
joined us in.
Listen to this man. He knows what's up.
Have you adopted multiple mentally challenged children?
No, Whistler was always a human before he turned into a halfling.
The list of mentally challenged children is growing rapidly.
Going to eat your kneecaps.
Oh
Do you
no!
have any more power 80 here?
My kneecaps are my best feature.
Die.
Oh my god, it's breakfast.
This hot pink
It's breakfast.
name is Breakfast.
That's what Johnny disguises himself as for a day out on the Galdian town.
Yeah, and by disguise, he's just him.
Because that's what he looks like.
He's pink.
This is just a picture of Johnny Maychance transported to the regular world.
He's already a hot pink bitch.
Yeah. Neon
Huh?
pink, wearing a
I'll-
Starfleet uniform.
Yeah,
Neon
all,
pink
all he needed was the name
He
change.
has
Yeah.
a mighty bloodthirst.
Yeah.
He just needs the people of Gold to know him as Breakfast, really. He needs that.
I don't think I need it.
I need you, babe.
Oh.
My
John
name is
Bones.
Johnny Maychance. The people of Gold know me as Breakfast, the hot pink bitch.
Johnny, your voice changed.
I wasn't gonna flaunt it or anything, but I did, want to. Whistler said it was okay if I tried it out. 'Cause it,
Go ahead.
I asked him.
Give it a
I
spin.
was going to give you all very long names myself, but I fell asleep, so...
Understandable.
Maybe
That sounds
another
like
time.
You boomer.
What?
Jeffro, you can't make fun of people who explode like that. It's insensitive.
I couldn't hear you. I'm too old and my headphones aren't on.
You could explode at any minute, Jeffro. You can't make fun of him.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. I'm
No, you
rich.
can't.
Hey, Lusvik, I had some questions about what we were doing.
Yes.
Questions? I just go along.
We know.
What do you need to know? Breakfast.
Thank you.
Oh my god, this neighbor needs to shut the fuck up.
I can't hear them. Is it really distracting?
I need my window open because it's hot. But then it's her.
Tell her to
What?
shut up.
They're karaokeing.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, tell her to continue.
That does
and she
sound
might
distracting.
She might get embarrassed. Try positive reinforcement. Say you are the greatest. I've never heard a voice.
I should be like, hey, don't waste your talent. Shut up.
You should be like,
I love it. Yeah.
What was
That's
fucking
enough to get me to
Dr.
shrink
Roxo
down.
voice?
Dr. Roxon. Oh, well, that's bad. Hold up.
So the positive reinforcement
That's not bad. Hold up.
Stop it, please.
Oh god, what have I done?
Stop it.
What the fuck is wrong with all of you?
What have I done?
You can do it! Yeah! Like that.
Please stop.
That's a little bit better.
So this is my question that I have.
Yes. What's going on? Yes.
All right. Well, it's a series of questions. I apologize.
Question.
All right. So we're going to go, and we're going to talk to this guy. Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna head over to the Marmorviertel.
Morgenschwed?
The Marmorviertel, the wealthy.
mall.
The marmalade?
It's the wealthy district.
Oh, got it.
Oh, I should feature I did.
Yes.
VIR is
Jeffro,
well.
didn't some people have to pay for your stuff before?
Hey?
Hey?
Yes.
Money?
We
Ah,
just kind of
said
get things,
you're flouting that you're rich now. You know, I'm gonna question this later. So what's going on, Johnny?
but I am.
Are you-
Okay, so that, right? And then, okay, so, but when we talk to him, we're going to ask for him to, what, like, what are we asking for, like, specifically, like, what will we be like, this is what we want from you.
Well,
What is it?
I presume from the tip-off that Honora gave us, we'll be able to establish a connection where we'll be able to be partners of sorts. You know, obviously secret affiliates, because he's never really been too keen on the Primarch, and he'd be able to provide the support towards what I presume a force he sees would be valuable towards taking down the Primarch. And I mean, the exacts of what he's going to offer us are unknown, but I suppose we could ask for. I mean, I suppose what we're going to be asking for, I guess, just general resources to keep us supplied. Some information. Information is going to be very important, and that would help us moving forward with other operations. And I believe that Vivre V will be able to operate a lot better in their capacity here with that information as well.
Okay. And he's giving these things to
Us?
Brad's guys? Us? Velveeta?
Is it Bruderschaft? Who's Velveeta?
The other one?
Vivre V.
The Vibs.
Cheese.
Well, Brad, is there anything you wanted us to establish besides just a network of information and a flow of resources?
Do we
Well-
give him information or?
You had mentioned that you were looking to get the Geistadler out of Megotemia, yeah?
Yes.
Well, I think that should be a point of discussion. I do not know if he can assist in that front, but he is known to be well connected in intelligence circles, so it's entirely possible that he may have some knowledge of that. Beyond that, it would be helpful if we knew where one of our leaders had been taken when the outpost in Vosk was raided. One of our leaders was spirited away. Cunibert Strauss was taken.
I'll do that. Strauss. I'll write that. Okay.
And they would very much like to have him back. Beyond that, knowledge of Raubvogel movement, anything we could know about the any future plans of the Blutfalke, anything we can do to safeguard the cell we have in Appleshed. Whatever you can get your hands on, really. We are in dire need of a significant amount of information. We are in the dark in a lot of places.
I can imagine. What can we offer to him?
Well, we do not have a significant amount to offer, unfortunately. We are spread pretty thin. Our manpower is not what it was. There are perhaps 30 soldiers here alone, and this is better staffed than the one in Appleshed, and not quite as strong as the one in Bradovis, of course, but we are low on men. I do not know if he would want men, but honestly, I do not know what Ringfingers' ambitions are, what his desires are. I think that is something that is going to have to be played by ear a little bit.
Yes.
We will have to ask him.
Alright, so...
This was Honora's idea, but Guta knows where she has gotten up to.
She's gonna sneak up behind me because I keep my bad ears and...
She does do that, yeah.
By the way, my charisma's 20. I'm here. While I'm here,
No,
as prophesized 3 years ago.
nope. That's not how that
It's
works.
true. And ironic, remember, you can always make the case by simply lying about your charisma rolls in Gaul.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
You could do
Take a-
that. You
Take a
could do
page
that.
out of the
But
next
then I'll
play.
just assume that you're doing it.
So make all your rolls actually.
But you don't do this
Lusvik, I
anymore.
will give you
Fire.
advantage on all of your charisma rolls.
All right.
And so long as you do 5 or less.
Everyone will look at Lutzvik and they will think about what he said, and they'll look at Johnny and they'll think again. And
Your
then
name, your name carries a lot of clout here, and you know, you might have lower DCs, but your charisma doesn't get better.
Quick. Wait, never mind.
All right. So, the building of which is called the.
Morgenstrat.
No, I fucked that up when I mentioned it before.
Oh, okay.
The Morgenschwert is where the Raubvogel are based in the city.
It was the only name that you said that I wrote down, and it was wrong.
That is my fault.
That's great to know.
That is my fault. That is where the Raubvogel are in the city, which is somewhere you do not want to go, probably.
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. I'm like,
All right,
I'm gonna
avoid it at all
underline
costs.
Raubvogel.
We're going to the gold term.
The Gold yeah,
Sure.
Gold Tom.
It's a tower.
Hey, good
Yeah.
Tom?
It's a
Like
funny
good
tower.
boy?
The Gold Tom.
Good boy?
They got Tom.
The
Don't
Gold
get
Tom.
them
Do we have any-
started on Gald Boy, you guys.
Do
He's
we have
a
any
bad dude.
intel
You
on-
don't want to know him.
Gold Boy. I am a Gold Boy myself.
Oh no, John Boy!
You son of a bitch.
Well, is there do you have any idea what, of the inside? Anything to expect inside the gold room?
Well, we know that it is exceptionally well guarded from the outside. His personal guards and knights of Drakdet are in full force around that place, and they are particularly loyal to him and him alone. Even the Raubvogel often have to negotiate to get inside those walls. Beyond that, there are no windows in the building.
Grand.
There were, but they have been covered over after several unfortunate run-ins. As for anti-magic defenses, I do not know. I would not rule it out. We have had no reason to believe that he has an influx of dimeritium or anything like that, but wards, possibly. We know he has magic uses in his employ. From what we understand, Ringfingers' office, such as it is at the pinnacle of the tower. Obviously. Beyond that, we do not have a lot of information, unfortunately.
That was a lot.
So it's good to start off with, but gonna have to scout. I think we should start by scouting it out.
Boot it out.
See what our main means of egress of entrance is.
That would probably not be the worst idea. Hey, that's my last name.
Yeah?
Worst.
Yeah, so that was the worst idea.
You always verse
Yeah.
the first.
I have been the worst since the day I was born.
Yes. Alright, so not much else we can do here. Me and my team will head out.
Yeah, very good. Well, give me a price of what happens. I will be here coordinating our efforts. We have some things we would like to look into, and I will see if I can wrangle up Honora or perhaps Hugo to see if we can get knowledge from some of the other cells.
All right.
Who's Hugo?
What?
Who's Hugo?
Hugo is another commander. He's in Pralinsk right now.
He's off Pralinsk. He's in Bradovis at the moment.
It's a big fella.
He's not small. He is bald.
Is he now? Tell
Yeah.
me more.
Bald boy.
As is tradition for many in Gold, he has a shaven pate.
Very hot. Okay.
A what? Did you what?
He shaves his nuts. That's what he said.
So that's what
Yeah.
I said.
That's exactly what he said.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. I thought that was shaven taint.
Anyway.
All right.
Bye.
All right, Johnny, you have to disguise us first.
Who's Johnny?
Wiedersehen.
His name is Breakfast Ludwig. Jeez.
I'm staring at Jeff Rowe.
Hey, Breakfast, can you disguise us?
You should take
Yes,
a picture.
I
It'll last
can.
longer.
Okay, ready? One,
What is a
2,
picture?
3. I snap my fingers, but you can't hear it.
It makes
I
no
heard it.
sound, but you imagine it would have been a very nice snap. Where it
Yeah, I say snap with my mouth.
you say it like that.
Johnny says snapback
Snap.
in the top.
Little flourish.
You guys decide what you look like. I am tired.
Jeff Rowe looks like Johnny Depp,
Johnny Depp.
but bald.
Good.
I look like the guy from the Velvet Room, but
Fucking Igor.
no, the Black Room. The one from Twin Peaks.
I like Igor better.
Bald
Can you
one.
meet
the
big guy.
oh, what the fuck is it called? It's not the Black Lodge.
Yeah, the Black Lodge.
The Giant.
Yeah, I look like him. It is
What's the name of the
happening
fucking room?
again?
The room. It's just called the Red Room. Black Lodge is the place. The Red Room is the spot. And technically, he's from the White Lodge. Thank you.
Come on,
Shut up,
guys.
you fucking nerd.
You guys fucking suck.
Please get Twin Peaks canon correct. Thank you.
Damn, Mr. fucking David Lynch over here.
And
Yo,
and he may be commonly known as the Giant, but his real name is the Fireman.
I thought the giant
I
was
don't know
Andre.
why.
He's on fire.
Why can't anyone have a normal name?
Because he's a space being or something.
I don't know.
Perfect.
The reboot was apparently not.
No,
very
spoilers. Shut up. Okay, let's go.
The reboot is very good. You have heard wrong.
So how about breakfast?
Yeah,
What
what's
about
breakfast-
me?
Yeah, what's breakfast look like?
Oh, okay. I'm
Oh, she's so near.
Carl. No,
Carl.
From
I'm
Jimmy
a guy
Neutron?
Aqua Teen
yeah.
Hunger Force.
Ooh, there's a lot of Carls to choose from.
There he is.
Is that what you are?
Yeah, that's what I look like.
It is
That
happening
That
again.
looks good. Yeah, I look like I don't know. Whatever I am, I look like a fucking snack because my name's Breakfast. I'm looking at my nails right now.
Looking like a fucking real dime piece.
Yeah, you know, male, female doesn't matter.
Is it a man? Is it a woman? I'm not sure if I mind.
Yeah,
This
so
is what Newsweek looks like.
Which
he's
part?
scared, he scares his mother.
That's just what he looks like. He just looks like Ronaldinho Soccer 64.
Not quite.
Not quite. What do you look like then?
I don't know, look.
You have to look?
Take your time.
All right.
I think Whistler looks good. Whatever he is.
I look just great.
What does Whistler look
I disguised him to look great.
I look like Mel Brooks.
Well, I think
Woo!
we should consider the fact that we're going to be in the wealthy district, so we should probably try looking a little bit with money.
Yeah,
I look
I
like
look.
Mel Brooks in a nice suit.
Oh yes. And look, Slayer's wearing like a bow tie or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also happening again.
Jeffro is. Did he say?
Oh, it's Johnny Depp, but bald.
Okay, so that's fancy. I think.
Who looks like fucking Mel Brooks?
Whistler.
Oh, good.
Actually look like this Mel Brooks. I think this makes this.
Ah, there we go.
Yes,
That's a very strong Mel Brooks showing.
Yes. I love it. Okay. We're so far so good. John Bones. Let's take a look at John Bones.
What do you
Let's
look
take a look at John Bones' card.
Yeah.
I'm Airbud.
Take a look at John.
You
Bones.
can't be a dog, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have been actual breakfast.
This is disappointing.
You would
I
only
know,
have been active
I know.
like this, you know, if we were in China. Oh, let's move on.
Well,
Oh, bye, Matt.
He said, "Let's move on," and then just fucking.
I guess we have to move on without him.
Oh damn.
Guess we just have to move on.
He's
I
gone,
just look
guys.
I just look like a bureaucrat.
That's it. We lost
A
it.
bureaucrat.
A bureaucrat.
A human bureaucrat.
Even beer open.
So you look like Duffman. Got it.
Yeah.
There, he's done moving on.
All right. Who do I want to be?
Yeah,
I
this is
thought
really
that's what
important.
you were
dude.
thinking about.
Okay, so he looks like Jeb.
Small Jeb. Putting his hands up to the
He's
sky.
like 4'8" Jeb.
Please clap.
How tall is Jeb actually?
Taller than 4'8",
Are
probably.
you sure about that?
I'm mostly
Yeah,
sure, but not 100%.
He is 6'3".
That's
yeah,
much
no,
taller
he
than
looks
4'8".
tall.
Yes.
I
Like
suspected
just
he
looking
was
at
tall.
his general like proportions, I don't know. He
yeah,
looks
but
tall.
wouldn't it be funny if he had those proportions and he was 4'8"? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, like that tall person vibe.
Mm.
Yeah, Rennick, no. Yeah, so I think everyone's all set. Are we gonna like talk to the guards up front? Wait, no, we're gonna case the place first, right? Is that what you said?
Always.
Yes, we're gonna case that out first. See what's going on.
Okay, so once we're in view of the place, which we will be one day, maybe someone will scout out. Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure, because once we get the narration that we're in view of the place, I don't want it to skip to us being in front of the place in view of people.
Yes, of course.
Let's do it, gang.
So, as I skip to the point where you're in view of the place, in full view of dozens and dozens of people,
Shit.
We are in a desperate situation.
Yeah.
You make your way back out of, where the fuck is the fucking bar?
Yes.
The Eichenviertel?
Eichenviertel. Oh.
It is the Eichenviertel. You depart the Eichenviertel and make your way to the wealthy district of town, the Marmaviertel, where it's largely residential, mostly. with these sort of like huge marble mansions that are I would describe them as decadent. I would say decadent is a good word. This is where a lot of Galdian architecture and like style is a little more restrained, but because of who runs Drakdert and the fact that it's a pretty wealthy city overall, this is where a lot of the people who like to flaunt their wealth end up in this part of the country and in this part of the city. The streets themselves are not super packed, and they're sort of wide and open and well lit by the natural light of the sun. There's not really anything. There's not a lot of alleys and the like for skulking purposes. A lot of like wide marble lanes. So your group is not probably not completely under the radar, unless you guys are like army crawling through the bushes in people's backyards or something.
If only.
But even upon entering the district, you can see the Gold Tome, sort of a little left of center of the district. This sort of tall. It's pretty simple in design, honestly. It's just like a big cylinder, essentially. Just this big gold cylinder that just rises up and stops. Good. Ooh, let's say about 150, almost 200 feet. Not like massively tall, but tall enough. And just sort of decorated with fine Galdian banners of the black with the golden eagle on the front, and as described, no visible windows anywhere near it. And as you get closer to the point where you can see the base of the structure, you can see that it's surrounded by 2 layers of gate. There's this large square golden gate that sort of rises up and then sort of like bows outward partially. I don't know how I'm bad at describing. Let me see if I can just draw it real quick. See, this is where that's a person. See that line I drew? It's on the Roll20.
The white line?
The little white line next to gold.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And then here's the tower.
Okay.
The outer fence just sort of goes like this.
That's pretty fucked up. What's it made out of?
It looks like metal. It's gilded, but it doesn't seem to be made of gold. And then there are what look like a series of well-armored knights walking around in this area, in between 2 gates, because there is another large gate right about here, closer to the entrance. And this one looks like the tops are barbed. And then there's a short staircase that leads to a front door that is guarded by a number of soldiers, and you don't see any other immediate entrances.
Ugh.
Wow.
See, we won't be able to fly in there. There's a lot of guards there, so we'd have to get their eyes off of us.
Um,
John Bones.
Yes.
Do you see? What do you see about the door? Do you see a lock or anything?
I look at my eye bones.
Make a perception check.
That is a 29.
The door is locked with a very noticeable and very sizable lock. It looks like the guards probably manually unlock it when it's time for somebody to go inside.
Very good.
Multiple assassination attempts appear to have made this man overly cautious.
Thinking. If we cause any distractions, the guards on the outside will take care of it, and the inner guards will be a little bit more alert. We have 3 layers of guards we need to get through. I say we wait now and see what their positions shifts are like. Cool, I'll do this on my own.
You want to just... Okay.
Just stake it out.
Yep, I'll give it an hour.
Okay. You guys
Stake it out.
loiter outside of the leader of the country's tower. They're the leader of the city's tower. Leader of the city's tower for an hour.
No big deal.
Like 10 minutes in.
Do it stealthily.
I'm pretty ostentatious looking.
There's this part of the district is kind of deliberately a little more open. It's sort of like in a this compound is in the center of a sort of like a square around which the branching residential streets sort of wind away from.
Perhaps he would not have done that seeing
Yeah,
this.
no, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
You're telling him why he wouldn't do it.
No.
Perhaps we could find a way to position ourselves such that we could perform a stakeout. Any...
Where's the nearest building?
Yeah, rooftops, windows...
The nearest
library.
buildings are all residential. This is a residential district, and all of these are like elaborate, massively expensive-looking mansions behind gates.
Alternatively, we could just turn invisible for an hour.
Can you do that?
Whistler, could you send out your eye?
I have my eye. Mine eye, yes, I could do that.
Since we're in Gald,
Yeah.
it's mine eye.
Mine eye, yeah.
Yeah. We love Gald.
I forget what eye is in German.
We love gold here.
We like to love Gald here.
Ein mine eye.
Oh, jeez, you guys, I'm so much fun.
What a wacky character.
So much fun to be around. Yeah, exactly, Lisby.
Johnny says reinforcing his own self-esteem.
Yeah.
I like to imagine Johnny does that constantly. Gosh, guys, I'm such a hoot, aren't I? And aren't I just such a hoot? Guys!
He says that looking into a hand mirror. It's like self-affirmations, but also talking to the rest of the group.
It serves 2 purposes.
So, I guess we go somewhere else entirely.
Yes.
Sure,
And
okay.
I'll send out mein Zauberauge.
Alright.
What?
Zauberauge.
It's a bit of a pun. You wouldn't get it, you fucking fool.
Zauberauge.
I am a fucking fool, it's true.
It's not a pun, actually.
What
it's just
a fool, a boob, a clod. The eyes.
You say bool.
You fool.
What a foob.
What a foob.
I'm a bit of a foob sometimes.
Bit of a foob. Not quite a boolean.
Quite.
The arcane eyes. flies in the direction of the gold gem. Coasting over the curved fence. Coasting over the not curved but barbed fence. Making a beeline for the door.
I assume that there... Do you know there's an anti-magic thing going on?
You do not.
We don't, but
This will
but-
be the way to check.
Well,
But
first,
Brett
I'm gonna
said-
hang around. What do you say?
typoed his name. Whoops.
I was saying, like, this would also be a good way to check, because I can't get too close
Yeah,
with it.
I'll stake out above the fence, but not over the fence, just like, behind it, but up, so I can
Right.
watch for the patrols.
Okay.
And then once we're finishing that up, I'm going to check the actual area of the fence once I've gotten the information.
Okay.
Yeah, that way it doesn't go to waste.
The guys by the door don't move. They stay put. It looks like there's groups of looks like pairs of knights on the interior section. Looks like maybe 3 or 4 groups of two knights periodically circle the tower on the interior portion. On the exterior portion, there is I suppose the spot in between the fences. There is a small guard post that guards seem to... it seems like there's a couple of knights stationed in there. Looks like 3. And then there's groups of 3, about 4 groups of 3 that also circle this area. Outside the fence, there are not any guards. All the guards are at least inside the first fence.
Sick. All right, write that down. And theoretically, write
Sick
it down.
info.
And then I'll fly the eye over the fence in German.
Yes.
Fence in German.
Yeah.
It's probably... Fence!
Finza, who can say?
Fines.
Oh.
Fines!
I don't think I ever heard this one.
I
It's town.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not French.
I know, right? You would have thought.
French Kafka.
Exactly.
You go over the fence?
I go over the fence.
Alright, you go over the fence.
All right.
You have gone over the fence. Congratulations.
I go over the second fence.
Alright. This too is successful.
I go down into the area the fence barricades.
This 3 is successful.
So there are guards.
There are.
And there is door?
There is a large metal door with a large metal lock.
There are no if there are any evidence of windows, they've all been covered up.
Yes.
What about the roof?
You wanna fly to the roof?
Phew! That's not a flying upwards, that's the sound it makes. It's very loud and very you can tell there's an eye now.
It's the sound an eye makes.
Yeah.
You fly to the roof. The roof is actually it's not perfectly flat. There's a little bit of a like a battlement lip, and then there's like an interior. It's almost like a little you know what I'm trying to say. There's a ledge or a
Oh, okay.
I was
A
gonna
leg.
say interior crocodile alligator.
Am I describing this well?
I feel like it.
I think so.
It go up a little at end of roof and then go down because wall start.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the
It's
thing.
got little battlements. Yeah.
Little castle teeth.
Little castle guys. And then it's just
Yeah.
circular and it looks smooth.
Circular, huh?
What's
The least trustworthy of all shapes.
Yeah. You never know where it begins or ends.
Well, how's the lock look?
The lock is considerable in size, looks pretty expensive, and has 2 keyholes.
My god. How big are the keyholes?
Normal size.
Normal size.
A really big key.
It's super big.
Fucking the guard like pulls out this giant cartoon key out of his hammer space pocket and like, whoa! To
I
unlock
was
the door.
picturing them with backpacks that are shaped like giant keys to hold
Yeah.
the giant keys.
Yeah.
I take stock of the guard's appearance and armaments. 4. Shifts eyes from side to side. Wiggles eyebrows. Later use. This refers to maybe people disguise themselves or something, you could say.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't expect that. Wow.
They wear
I
pretty
could've heard I didn't expect.
standard Galdian armor. You know, black painted metal with the gold trim. Pretty basic stuff.
Yeah.
You can't see their faces. They're wearing closed, full covering helmets.
They're wearing clothes.
Yep. They are. It's true.
Do we know that?
Armor's clothes, so you at least know they're wearing armor.
Okay. It would really it'd be a bad situation to be naked under plate armor, I think.
Maybe.
I
Would
feel
be,
like. What's the weather like?
It's a bit chilly.
I hate it.
Disgusting.
I hate it. Breakfast
Oh.
hates it.
Gald's not the warmest country in the world.
And then this is me opening my thing. Groom groom. I look for secrets.
Yes.
Where?
Just the entire city.
Check in the back.
In the back. If there's a
Secrets are
back
often in
door.
the back.
Circle around.
Back of the building, please.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Perception check. 11.
11, you say? Well, you see the curved golden derriere of the gold torm, and you don't see nothing special.
I see. Well, I think I'm gonna go search the, this is Opatraurik's voice, this is what he sounds like, and get search the roof of the building for some secrets. That's a 13.
13? Looks smooth. Looks normal. You don't see anything?
Finally. Look for any secrets on the front. Near the door. 16.
Oh.
You are certain that you're not certain if there are any secrets there, but you don't see anything.
Also, I just want to see if I can find it any place where there once was a window, in case you want to blow the wall open. 12.
12? Wherever they were, they've been very, very well disguised. You imagine Wenceslaus Ringfingers Hubertus has the money to pay very good contractors.
Damn, those Galdians and their craftsmanship.
Galdian
Why
engineering.
didn't he just like remove the windows?
Look, can you
Like
see if there's any like?
just build a new
I know
wall.
this place has like a sewer plumbing system or something.
Oh, I bet it does. That's a good idea. Because he's rich.
We can go out there with plumber outfits on and say, "Hey, we're here. Pipes."
Yeah, we're here to clean out your pipes.
Are there any?
Pop
grates?
your head out of his toilet into his big fat fucking ass.
No.
That's gross, Nicholas.
So,
That is disgusting. My God.
You're talking about
Easy
crawling
system.
around in the rich man's shit pit.
you make money that way.
I mean, yes, but
we're gonna go sluicing.
Don't say that.
You want to go sluicing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ask a
Not your
question.
rich man's anus.
So, is there a system or a series, perhaps, of pipes that might or might not lead to shitholes in this building?
You do not see a big obvious tangle of pipes snaking down the side of the tower.
Does Lusvik know that there is a system like this in this city?
Lusvik would probably be aware that Drakter has a pretty robust sewer system. Actually, given it's the wealthiest city in the country, more or less.
Good, good.
So we need to find how to access said sewer system.
Unless he has a private septic tank.
And if that's the
In
case,
which case, we'll find it.
find that.
And climb inside of his septic tank and wait.
Yes. Deliver the new shit into the septic tank.
And you shall stand there like baby birds waiting for their mother.
No, I don't think we will.
Going in through the sewers could be something, but you know, we need to find the network that goes right underneath the building. There's a manhole somewhere.
There is one other option.
Yeah, if we shelve the poop idea for a second.
Just wanted to put this out here. Just check what this currently means. Okay, so I could scry on him, and then while depending on the situation, while scrying on him, I could simply teleport us into his room.
Oh my goodness. Could you... Is that popsicle?
Whistler, I'm a bit concerned about
I don't know the actual, there's a lot of logistics, so you have a problem with it. Yeah, say up.
Just teleporting with whimsy.
Maybe God's problem. But it's an option. You've run out of other options.
Let's go back to the poop idea. He's right.
Now, poop is always a good place to...
It's a good starting place. It's already an ending place.
Ain't that the truth?
And
It's not.
You're right, it's more of a beginning.
Oh, I have that spell. I forgot about that shit.
Did you?
What are you
forget about that
spelling?
shit?
I can't really use this for the entire party because it doesn't work on the entire party. But actually, hold on a minute. Okay, I can do up to 3 people with this spell. Etherealness.
Oh!
If I cast it with an 8th level slot, I can turn up to 3 people, including myself, ethereal. You can float around freely, seeing through and walking through the material plane, and then you can choose when to return to the material plane, wherever you are.
And that would technically be, I'm pretty sure anti-magic things, if they existed, wouldn't fuck with that because you're not using magic, you're just somewhere else.
Although there is an ongoing spell, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't... I don't know if
Yeah, but it's an
extends.
ongoing spell that you're concentrating on in the ethereal plane.
Sure. Yeah. Then, yeah. It also lasts for 8 hours. We have time to figure it out. But it is only 3 people, so we have to, you could use it for scouting at least.
Yes, that does sound pretty good.
Would you be able to scout and see if there are spell hampering things?
Could I cast detect magic in the ethereal plane and detect?
It wouldn't detect anything on the material plane.
Figured.
I mean, yeah, it could be used for further scouting, and then... Alternatively, it could just be half the party that talks to him.
Yeah. At the very least, it'll tell us if there's any pipes. And where they lead.
Yes. Could try that. But also, if we leave etherealness, won't that be over?
Yes. Once you make the decision to land back in the material plane, the spell's over.
So I feel like maybe that might not be the best way to there might not be the best way to get in, but not to escape. And I feel like we shouldn't drop out of the ethereal because that would be.
If you talk to him, would you have to escape? Wouldn't he just let you out? He's the owner of the place, after all.
I guess they're worried he has a machine gun.
Oh, well, he might. He might.
It's possible. Anything's
And
possible. He's rich.
And if Brad comes to first, we could always just dim door away.
Yeah,
Did you just say if Brad comes to first?
he did. He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Okay,
And-
I just
yeah,
wanted,
he's
to,
right.
I just wanted
He's
to
right.
make sure.
Yeah.
he's right.
Just because.
Alright, so. Who's going to go? It'll be Wizlaw and who else?
Johnny.
I would recommend also Loosefig.
I would recommend Loosefig.
Yeah, Loosefig probably is a.
I too recommend Lushvik.
I would say at the very least, Loosefig.
You can do what you want this week.
Loosefig feels like a lock for this this one.
Yeah. So, Wizlor, Loosefig, breakfast.
You say Brad first?
Johnny, you have good perception, right?
Breakfast.
Oh, breakfast! Oh, that's me!
Yeah.
My perception?
Yes.
If I were to give it a number with a symbol in front of it, it would be the plus symbol and then a 5.
I didn't
Take that as you will.
Yeah. The big perception is who's the biggest?
John Bones and Jeffro have big perception because they're with.
There was
I have a great perception.
I have a
Plus 10.
perception. I have a plus 12.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What
You
the
get
fuck?
12. You had 8.
I have expertise now, baby.
Oh. Well then.
John Bones can see a few
has been
So John Bones can see for miles.
But I cannot see why kids love the taste of cinnamon.
Oh jeez, he
Oh,
can't
it's
analyze it at
because-
all.
Yeah, he does. He has very little insight.
I just don't understand. Actually, my insight is also really good.
That's also Wiz, though.
What's your insight?
12.
John, what the fuck? Do you have expertise in that too?
Yes.
What did
It
I
seems
let
that
you
way.
have? I'm rolling this back.
Jeff
I
Rowe
feel
now.
like he would be able to see.
I have
Actually,
utility
Jeffro has really
now.
good passive, doesn't he?
I gotta undo all the shit I gave Brandon.
No, I have
And I think his survival's
You
really
had-
good too.
John Bones, what's your survival?
My survival is it's only 7. I didn't put expertise in it.
So Jeff Rowe's like a Pathfinder.
I
Jeffro's the
wouldn't say that. My
kingmaker.
nature is kind of shit. It's plus 3.
Survival?
Survival is plus 10.
Yeah, you're the Pathfinder.
There you go.
Okay. I
If
thought
you
we
guys
were
need me
playing
to steal
5e.
anything, I can
Pathfinder
steal
2.
something.
We won't be able to
Evening.
interact with the material plane.
Electric Avenue.
Well, yeah, as you're going there.
Electric Boogaloo.
Now, what are the constraints of etherealness?
I'll read the spell. You step into the border regions of the ethereal plane in the area where it overlaps with your current plane. You remain on the border ethereal for the duration or until you use your action to dismiss the spell. During this time, you can move in any direction. If you move up or down, every foot of movement costs an extra foot. You can see and hear the plane you originated from, but everything there looks gray and you can't see anything more than 60 feet away. While in the ethereal plane, you can only affect and be affected by other creatures on that plane. Creatures that aren't on the ethereal plane can't perceive you and can't interact with you unless a special ability or magic is given the ability to do so. You ignore all objects and effects that aren't on the ethereal plane, allowing you to move through objects you perceive on the plane you originated from. When the spell ends, you immediately return to the plane you originated from in the spot you currently occupy. If that's the same spot as a solid object or creature when this happens, you're shunted to the nearest unoccupied space and take force damage equal to the twice the number of feet you removed. It has no effect if you cast it while you're on the ethereal plane or a plane that doesn't border it, such as one of the outer planes.
I see. Alright, so we really can just move around anywhere.
Now, you guys, I don't know or think it'll be helpful in this, but I just wanted you guys to know recently I gained true sight out to 30 feet.
Yeah.
So you're
So
saying
if
my
you guys
lantern
ever
is
have
now
like
useless?
suggestions for me to look at something, let me know.
Oh,
That's pretty important, yeah. Wow.
Because I thought that I should tell you guys because I don't always have the ideas. Normally you guys have the ideas of what I should do.
Kaylor.
No.
not?
Of what I should do.
See if
of
you're
die.
right.
I will die.
See if you're right.
He does have true sight. Oh, well, boy.
No, might as well have given me to the amiibo or whatever the fuck.
I don't see
The
what's wrong with
amiibo?
the amiibo. If it comes to it, we'll see what happens, you know.
You know, I kind of have an Amnitsu amiibo.
Okay, you can amiibo now.
Borrow that, I want to give up my animal crossing.
I do not want him showing up in my Animal Crossing.
Amnitsu Crossing.
No. No,
Alright,
I would not. I would
He's
not.
he's the new villager. He wants you to
Johnny,
bring him dead tieflings. I don't know. I don't have any jokes.
Right. Johnny or John?
You fish him.
That's up to you. That's your call. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know what the fuck is going to happen, dog.
Yeah, Johnny don't know what the fuck gonna happen, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, since we're on the ethereal plane, I guess we'll just go for the large number for now.
Wait, what do you mean the large number? What?
The plus 12 to perception.
Oh, sure.
So what's how far can you see out?
60.
60
60.
feet.
60, okay.
Alright, so what we're going to do is scout the sewers, just in case we need you guys to come along, and then
Wait, you're
we'll see
going
if
to
we get.
the poop shoot?
I mean, in case the real people need to get in, and to see like where that entrance is,
I like that. The real people. That's fun.
and then we'll continue.
Are you calling me not real?
And then
No,
you
no,
were
we're
one of
the real people.
We'll continue scouting out ahead inside the building itself. If somehow things present itself as safe, sending works over planes, right?
Yep.
It has a 5% chance of it,
Yeah.
which happened one time and was funny.
It was funny. I chuckled. Guffaws.
I said this.
And John Bones, excuse me, John Bones will be able to tell me what things are happening with the sending stone.
So
Good.
smart. Oh,
Oh
also,
my God! This was a. I put my hand on his shoulder. This was a good purchase. This was a good investment.
I
also,
tell myself yes.
since Johnny has true
know.
sight, John Bones can just fly back and do charades to tell Johnny what's going on if that doesn't work out. If
Yeah.
all our magic items break, we can't cast any more spells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll have to be 30 feet.
Yeah.
Away from me though. It's kind of
Yeah,
small.
You know, since Johnny does have true sight, we could always just lead him if we do find a sewer system that can get into the building.
To follow us.
Jeffrey's suddenly feeling very useless.
What?
What? But you're a druid.
Druids
I have
are
a
the most
lantern.
useful class in the
Druids.
entire game.
Druids are like the big men.
But my lantern!
Oh yeah?
That's not
Yeah.
you, Jeffro. That's just a thing. You're so much more than the lantern.
Yeah,
You
dude.
say
Also,
that.
we're not necessarily invisible. We're ethereal, because that's what true sight can see, like into the ethereal plane.
Well, also invisible.
Yeah, also
See both.
invisible things that are transmogrified can see through your dumb outfit.
See how
I meant
can
to
see-
say a different word. Transmutation, not transmogrification.
You can see the fact that Tiberius Railifax has illusioned away his or transmuted away his slight potbelly.
Aww.
He drank a lot
It's so small.
of beer when he was a young man in Magrotamia, and he's moved on from that life, but it left him with a potbelly.
It's really not noticeable at all.
He's self-conscious about it, though.
Poor guy.
The rainbow robe is very is form-fitting, and it would look embarrassing.
I thought you said Rainbow Road, and I started thinking about his Happy Trail being rainbow.
Oh no.
No, that should be mine. That should be mine.
That's my Rainbow Road.
Or you
Johnny
can always
invests in lots of dye.
It is the road you go when you die.
when you
When you die.
where you go. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.
The truth hurts. Okay, you guys.
Room hurts.
I think you guys got this.
Squirts.
Troom squirts?
I feel
My favorite part of the Truman Show.
confident.
I feel gross after what have just been said.
Why?
What, Rainbow Road?
Yeah, sure, Rainbow Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah, sure, whatever.
let's do it.
Yeah, whatever.
I cast a spell.
Alright. Everybody who is cast the spell on, this being Lusvik, Wizlor, and John Bones,
That's me.
suddenly vanish. And then you guys are,
Jeffro turns his lantern on. Ha ha. Now you're not.
there they
Oh,
are.
no.
Johnny can see them, and Jeffro everybody can still see them. They just look like a bunch of fucking doofuses. You guys are vaguely floating in what seems to be just a large, misty expanse. It's almost like, your characters would have no conception of it. Actually, you were on an airship once. It's like being amidst the clouds, more or less. And visibility is not great. It's the mist and the fog and these weird, like, strange, like, almost like moving, living bits of cloud that just sort of move like amoebas is disorienting and hard to make things out. However, you can still see the material plane in shades of gray, almost like it's not really there, like it's just projected onto this new reality that you are a part of.
Go forth.
Awesome sauce. Let's go, gang.
Please.
You said can we go through the ground?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I take a peek underground.
You see ground.
Search the grounds. In the ground.
I guess we better
going
start
down.
digging.
Do it, Lusvik.
I keep proceeding downwards.
Okay, you go deeper and deeper and deeper into the ground.
Perhaps we should look for a toilet on the first floor of the building.
That's what I was.
That's
What I was thinking. Yes.
That's what you were thinking, but it isn't what you did.
yeah.
Well,
you
I
did
need
the
to find the
opposite.
pathways to the toilets. I don't know.
How about
I
you
just
find
wanted
the toilet first, and then you
yeah,
go
I mean,
down?
we were here. I just decided to peek to see if it was like directly under us or something.
100% of the space underneath the city is not sewer.
That sucks.
It is a bummer.
Well, there's
There's
nothing
some
here,
pretty
so
shit
I
plumbing in this town, eh?
I resurface. All right. Okay. Let's just go in. Let's just see what we can do. Go above the fences if possible.
Gentlemen, inward. float towards the fence.
Yeah, we ghost.
All right. You soar in the direction of the gold torm. Just you're not really able to see it for a while until you get like the vague sense of the fences peeking through the fog, and then the great big gold tower appears, not gold, but sort of like a weird gray, and you're like, it's not as pretty as I remember. Emerging from the fog of the ethereal plane before you. There it is.
We enter.
Where?
Just
Go over the fences and through the front doors, but on top.
Yeah.
Maybe around it. Do I
Around the front door?
do I know if a prismatic wall punches the funny plane?
Yeah, you don't, but you don't think so?
Also, I think we would see it. Well, like right behind the door, so you're right. We go around the back. We go through the back door. Or the back
There's
wall.
no back door.
The back wall. Everywhere's a door when you're on the ethereal plane.
Ain't that the truth? Alright, you go through the back wall down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And you appear in an elegant hallway. There's some knights standing guard. There's a couple of doors on either side.
Sauce. Alright. Can we see the front door from here, or we need to
You
go?
cannot.
Alright, let's try to find that first.
Let's chug along.
And we're listening to see if we hear any prudent conversation from any random
Can
folk.
you hear? in the ethereal plane?
Yes.
Does it say that?
You can see and hear the plane you originated
Just making
from.
sure.
Yeah, so make
You don't really hear anything special.
We can't smell.
You definitely don't smell anything then.
They don't
Actually, you
smell
do.
any-
It smells a little bit like ozone in the ethereal plane.
Oh, zone.
That's exactly right. Get in the zone.
Auto
Zone.
My.
That's what I say to some motherfucker I'd like to yeet into space.
That being
There are a lot of
Silly
those.
Nick, we don't have no ozone.
We got some of it.
Al Gore said we didn't.
Well, Al Gore's trying to sell you something.
What?
His film.
Oh, that's tragic.
That's not what it's called. So, what was I talking about?
I don't know.
You
Door.
fly forward. There's sort of like a little ring of hallways here that lead back towards the front door, where you can see there's a couple more knights on the inside waiting just in case. There's actually beyond the front door. There's another it's like a glass sort of man trap, like they have in like jewelry certain jewelry stores and pawn shops and shit. Where you walk into like basically a glass box and then you're let out through another door.
Cool.
But you don't have to worry about that.
Let's see.
Well, I guess we'll just run.
Let's
Around.
see how it's like at the tower.
The top.
I mean, oh yeah, to the top.
Yeah.
We follow a set of the nearest staircase up instead of just floating up.
So we could learn the layout of the building.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You head up the stairs. Into another sort of this second floor is like a cross of hallways. It's like just one long one and then another long one. It's just like a big plus sign. Couple of doors there. Another staircase going up.
Another staircase going up. And he might be in the very top.
You were told he was.
Well, I guess we'll keep going up.
Go up.
You go up. Next area is like this large common room. There is a makeshift, not so much a common room as a, I mean, it's like a large communal area, I guess. It's one big room. And it looks like an interior garden with like a makeshift hot spring in the center.
Huh.
No more stairs.
There's more stairs.
Yes.
The stairs.
You go up, and this next level
what do
is... What?
What does John Bones say, I suppose?
What can
What's
I
John
say?
Bones see?
Mhm.
Same thing?
Yes.
Are we looking for something on this floor?
Hey.
We're-
Are you?
Right before we go up a second time.
Or third.
You want
with
to
the
look
pool?
around on the hot spring floor?
Yeah, why not?
Make a perception check.
John Bones.
John Bones, he says, as if that's me.
What are you?
I am a man that rolled a 23.
Ah.
A 23? There... This area is like... It's pretty, like, lush. Most of these look like imported plants. Most of these probably don't grow in Gauld, given its climate. You don't really see too many guards in the area, but with your perception you can see a couple of guards that have been painted green and are hiding in the foliage.
That's funny. I don't care who you are.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case somebody tries to stab Wenceslaus Hubertus while he's chilling in the hot springs, I guess.
Are they just crouching there?
Some of them are crouching. Some of them are standing. They're on guard. This is their job.
Their poor glutes.
Yeah.
Boons und Eis.
Poor boots. Poor boots.
Boots und cats.
Unless we have more greenery to look at.
No, not really. We will have to go down back to the first floor and figure out how to toilet or something.
Yeah, but first,
go
upstairs.
Alright, you go up again. This area is much more heavily defended. There's actually, at the top of the stairs, there's a barricade, and there are guards standing behind it, ready to go, with crossbows. This whole area seems to be largely a barracks. And this is where you see the largest concentration of guards. There's gotta be 20 guys on this floor.
Jeez.
No.
And it's not all just like battle stations. There's like a small recreational area. There's a there's a little bar set up for them because this is Gauld. It's where the bulk of looks like his guards stay. And then there's a secondary barricade before the next stairs going up, and actually there's a barricade, and then after the barricade there's another man trap, another glass sort of box.
This is pretty crazy. Well, I guess let's go through.
You go through, and you can see there is up the stairs there's a door that does not have a doorknob and has weird runes all over it.
What do these runes mean?
Make an Arcana check.
More runes.
21.
These are very, very, very old abjuration sigils. This door looks totally out of place. It looks like it is like an imported magical abjuration door that he probably bought and installed in his tower.
That's a little clumsy.
Know what it does?
You're not totally sure what it does, with the 21, but you're definitely sure that it is meant to keep motherfuckers out.
Right, well, Jeb to be safe. Well, Jeb to be safe. We'll go around the door.
Okay. You go around the door, and then up through the floor, or like...
Yeah.
Sure. You come out into a relatively a smaller chamber.
Cham.
What?
No, is it nothing? I just said the word cham, but go on.
Okay. Thanks for that.
No problem.
It's, pretty nice, wood paneled. There's a fireplace in the back. There's another bar. Big plush carpet. Couple of couches facing each other with a big marble table in the center. A couple of chairs facing a big oaken desk. And behind the desk is sitting a rotund man with a questionable fashion sense.
Mm.
Oh god.
Show me.
I will.
Oh no. He looks so ugly.
He's not the
Where are they?
biggest looker in the world. I'm getting the picture.
I can't wait to see how great he looks. Oh, yeah, baby.
He looks like
Ooh.
that.
He's
He
gonna
does
be
look Galdian.
Oh, never mind. He's a fucking beaut. I love it.
He's gonna be our
I
friend.
love
There's,
this guy.
Strange mutton chops that don't quite meet at his upper lip. They sort of peter out before they get there. A little soul patch, shaven head, many chins, extraordinarily ostentatious and grotesque attire.
I like his giant Flintstones buttons.
If I were there, I'd be
Ew.
taking notes.
And you can see that he has like 3 rings on each finger.
Oh. I
You're
wish
already
I had
too fat.
hands.
Maybe
He's
he
wearing
got
a
fat
bunch
and
of like
he can-
necklaces and shit. He's wearing a weird amount of jewelry.
His eyebrows are so expressive, though.
And he's sort of just chilling behind the desk, and looks like he's sipping a glass of wine.
All right. I guess let's take a look around.
There's a door. No, there isn't. Never mind.
No
Understandable.
doors.
There are no doors around.
Can I? Yeah, let me look around his room. Let me see. Let me see what I can see.
Make a perception check.
Oh, never mind. That's you.
That's
John
me.
Bone.
We go around, yeah, with John Bones.
I look with my eyes. And I roll. That is a 21.
21.
Yes.
You don't see much. There's not really much in the way of like shelves or like chests or anything like that. It's actually it's well designed, but it's pretty sparse. With the exception of the fireplace and the bar, the only things really here are those central seating arrangements and the desk. There's a big grandfather clock behind his desk, but other than that,
Grandpa.
Gonna go through the walls and circle the room to see if there's any hidden rooms on this floor.
Yes. I also like to see what the room directly beneath this one is.
the room directly beneath it,
Yeah, but do
that's
do
the barracks.
Hmm.
You went through there. Whistler, you want to go through the walls?
Yep.
Okay. Behind the wall, behind where he is a hidden bedroom with a elegant, enormous 4-poster bed. Many shelves with bookcases and like sort of collections from all across the world, like little figurines and items. He's got a reading chair next to what looks like the opposite side of the fireplace. It looks like he has 2 back-to-back fireplaces. It's not terribly spacious, but it's very, very nice and very expensive.
Where's his toilet?
I suppose you haven't seen one, huh? Any other secret rooms in this floor that I found, or just that one?
Just that one.
Okay. What's under the bed, huh? Anything under the bed?
Under the bed?
Mm-hmm.
Some chests and suitcases.
What's in the chests and suitcases?
I no clip.
You stick your fucking face in them?
Yeah.
There's papers in some of them. There's jewels and gold in some others. There's clothes in some others. It's a mishmash of stuff.
Is there a if I no clip my head through a portrait that he might have up in the room?
You no clip your head through a portrait? Your head goes into the wall.
No.
Alright.
I see.
I don't end up in like dire docks or something.
You do not.
Okay, anything else that you can think of here?
Nothing that we can, but while I have him, I'm deciding whether or not this is the time that I can, whether or not this is the time to send a message. Or sending, rather.
Yeah, that would be fine.
That would be, in fact, the way to, like, I could just expend all of it and just have a conversation with him 25 words at a time.
Or at the very least, prepare him if we want to get out, you know? I don't know what your relation with this guy is or how we would want to handle it.
How does the rules of sending work? Do I have to know them? Because I know, like, I can't, send a sending to, Whizzlor's dad.
A creature with which you are familiar.
I'm looking at him, staring at him. I know clip through his chins.
We've seen his.
I think that counts as being familiar if you know what they look like and you know their name.
Yeah, I mean, that's enough.
Like if you've seen them in person.
Yeah,
you have visually seen Wenceslaus Hubertus. You know his name. You're in his office.
Yeah. I mean, it's much better than just knowing his name too. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't know if knowing his name would let you do it.
To be anyone famous in that case.
That's what I'm saying, because we've known names, but we've never used that.
I would say that you couldn't just message anybody you know the fucking name of. It'd be ridiculous.
I would like to just do a quick, as quick as it can be anyway, circle of the whole building, going down to the first floor to check, especially looking to see if there's any TP circles in this building, but also looking for toilets. Is it a bit of a
John Bones
TP or a TP?
John Bones, look for the toilet while I try to think of something to say to him.
Go through the toilet?
Look for toilets.
Why would I look for a toilet?
You find some fucking toilets, alright?
Okay.
What the fuck?
I found a toilet.
You're not gonna be able to crawl through them.
I had ideas.
What if we had?
I was thinking about these tiny little people. How are we gonna do that? I don't know. It doesn't matter. What's important is any TP circles.
You do not see any TP circles.
All right then. I will wait for Lucifer to do his thing.
I am counting the seconds.
18 secs. It's a reference.
18 whole secs?
I know.
Your mom lets you have 8 teens?
That's insane, bro.
Is there Nightcore in SINDROA?
Is there what?
Nightcore.
I thought you said UNATCO.
Whoa.
Fuck
Savage.
I was like, I could put on the UNATCO theme.
I mean, would it make you feel better?
I do like it.
Hey, Jeffro Slayer.
My name is just Jeff Rowe, not Jeffro Slayer. But okay.
Slayer, you good?
It's fine. I don't need to breathe.
It was just a hairball.
Oh. All right. Okay.
Thinking of what to say.
I got something to say. Okay, and I understand that like this is probably totally my fault, but I'm still
Jeffro
mad.
starts sweating.
I'm still mad. Okay, I just don't really like how when I told Brad that my name was Breakfast, Lustig immediately told him that my name was not Breakfast.
Not breakfast.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
real
that was pretty
unproductive.
ungood.
Like, okay, I know that my name isn't really Breakfast, but like, did he really need to like call me out on it in front of him?
He doesn't
Like,
Yeah, he kind of like totally like cucked
he
your.
threw me under the bus.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I might have been lying under the
Whatever
bus,
that
but he
is.
didn't have to accelerate.
Yeah, exactly.
He stepped on
You
the
see-
gas pedal.
I agree with you. Ludwig always just accelerates. He
It's
never
just
decelerates. It's always acceleration.
now people in Gold will never know me as Breakfast, the hot pink bitch,
The hottest
True.
and pinkest.
and
It's
that
ruined
fucking
now.
breaks my heart. You know?
Johnny, how about this? Me, Slayer, you, we just call you Breakfast from now.
The hottest
Okay.
That way we have a shot.
bitch. Oh. See now.
This is Johnny's darkest hour.
Truly, kind of. Whoever said that, yes.
God, are you listening to me?
That was it was Slippery Johnny's here. So
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, now it's no.
Slippery John's the character whose voice is closest to my actual voice, so that's why.
Well, now I have to disagree with everything.
Now
you
this
say.
is a
Oh
problem.
no.
Shoot,
I don't do
that the
much when I
entire
do-
time. Well,
I don't do much to change my voice when I do Slippery John. I just get a little more smug.
What?
wow, I didn't know that was possible.
I'm not particularly smug, I don't think.
I
don't
don't.
think
I don't know.
either.
I don't think about smugness very much.
I never think.
Yeah.
I have many flaws. I don't think exceptionally smug is one of them.
Probably not. Do I know many smug people? I don't even know.
I don't associate with too many smug people, so you know.
I just don't know many people right now, I think.
I don't yes many people either. So, gotta be honest, it's kind of fucked up.
You should take more cues from that one Jim Carrey film,
Clerks?
The Cable Guy.
Oh my god, I was actually gonna say the cable guy as a joke.
You're just making things up, man. I don't know.
Fling yourself
Cable
from the
Guy.
top of a radio tower.
Gosh, Nick, how do you spell Bruderschaft?
Boots?
Like how you
yeah.
think, but more German.
What was the full name?
BRUDRESCHA.
Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure it's that.
FT.
It wasn't like Bruderschaft of Fire.
Bruderschaft des Feuers.
Guys, we should change our group name to Dudershaft.
Yeah, it's-
You're DR Schlock, sorry.
Yeah, you're right. We're
Yeah.
DeviantArt.
And so am I.
The DA, as you'd say. The DeviantArt.
I stand in front of Ringfingers, and I say the following message. SINDROA, right? Winterless Hubertus, this is if Ludwig Feuerstein of the Bruderschaft der Feuerst. I wish to peacefully discuss matters with you. We will not talk in person. Exactly 25.
You're gonna do the whole thing and sending?
We may not talk in person. There, we may not talk in person.
You see him just like look up slightly as this message is sent. Takes a sip of the wine, sets it down. Word counter. You get the following response. Is that you I felt pass through my defenses? 3 individuals, not much of a brute shaft, eh? Why don't we talk like civilized folk?
I wait for Whistler and Jables to come back.
Why did you tell me to go find a toilet? I didn't even have to go.
Bad news, Ludwig. We are too big to get down the toilet and flush ourselves.
Understandable.
Have a nice day. I
And
finished
then
your sentence for you.
Then we leave.
So what's going on?
Well, he means to speak with us in person.
Oh,
Also, he felt us pass through.
what?
Do you think he's gonna spring a trap on us and blow us up if we do that?
I send
Would
the
this
following
guy ever do anything underhanded?
Yes.
I send the following message. What assurances do you have that we will not that you will not immediately apprehend us if we were to speak in man to man?
You see
In
a
the
little
man to
smile
man.
creep across his face, and he takes another sip of the wine, and you hear back, none.
Oh.
Oh, I see. That's pretty funny, actually.
It's,
Hmm.
Now what's the worst that could happen, right?
we get caught and, you know.
What?
You know.
Sorry?
Oh my god. He is a stand of himself.
Quick, Losvik, what does...
My
Losvik,
god, it's fucking,
what does
Pontiff Sullivan.
Your sense of insight tell you that's a real good synonym there. It's your sense of your ability to read people tell you about his intentions.
Well, I don't think we really have much of another choice if I want to discuss things with him.
Okay. Just be prepared. Just be prepared.
Prep Pepper.
Immediately run away. By run away, I mean teleport away. What'd you say?
What?
Said-
What do you mean,
You said pepper.
Oh, I said let's just be prepared to go into this right now.
Alright. If you want to get in a cool formation, we do like a triangle thing.
I go in front of his
Triangle.
desk, and you guys triangle around me.
Yes.
What does this mean?
It's like a 3-pointed shape.
Okay, now I get it.
It all becomes clear.
And I assume that we will all, at the exact same time, go whoosh. Actually, it's not really up to them. I had in the spell, so
Oh, okay.
I in the spell.
Whoosh. Makes that noise. It sounds
Ew.
like somebody saying whoosh.
Those fucking sound effects, I swear.
They ran out of budget when they got to that part of the spell book.
Whoosh.
Whoosh.
He's a funny
He does
man,
not
like that.
appear terribly surprised by your appearance as you appear in front of his desk. He takes another sip of the wine.
Hope he wasn't terribly surprised.
And he says, "Would you care to help yourself to the bar? There are many items that I think could make this a pleasurable visit for you, and please have a seat."
I don't drink.
I take the seats.
I'll be fine without a drink right now.
Suit yourself. No true Goldian as I see it. Takes a sip of the wine again.
I'm just not thirsty, you know? I take it, I plot my ass.
Well, Lusvik von Terpstra, better known as Feuerstein, to what do I owe this pleasure? And, lest I forget your companions, who I no doubt are members of your band forged in our moon, yeah?
Yes.
So it is. Why are you here?
We are here because we wish to negotiate a, what's the word? What am I thinking of?
Alliance?
I'm really blanking on a word right now.
I don't know.
It
could be a lot of things.
Not a deal, a partnership. There we go. God. A partnership between you and the Bruderschaft.
The Bruderschaft comes to Wenceslaus Hubertus for aid. They send you floating into my tower with these two, yeah?
Yes.
They must really be starved for help. Takes another sip.
Well, not quite. I'm back.
Ah, yes, I remember. The revolution went very well with you in charge.
It has. He's just jabbing me.
A little bit.
However, I do think that you and I have a grander ambition, mutual ambition.
Oh,
that I think
yes,
we could-
that's so.
That I think we could potentially fruition to something very beautiful, nice, cool. I don't know, fuck. Beneficial. There we go.
What could I possibly gain from consorting with bandits in the sewers? As far as I know, the Blutfalke has turned most of your outposts to dust. Many of your people are, shall we say, not doing much revolting at the moment.
Well, that's surely going to change. It's just that we'd like to expand. We'd like to establish a network.
And you come to me for this.
Yes.
What makes you think I want to help you?
Because I think you don't want a certain Wolfgang up in his seat anymore.
Wolfgang. a symptom of the disease. So I would very much like to see him dead. I will not lie.
His poison has spit throughout gold already. Can't imagine how much Drakdet has been affected by this. And your own life, perhaps? Getting any sunlight these days?
Not as much as I used to, but then again, I was always kind of a homebody.
Then how about you help bring the new dawn and get all the sun you want?
I didn't realize you are a poet, Ludwig. My
Shut up.
goodness.
I get this way.
What is it exactly you want?
What we want are on multiple, essentially two things. A network of reliable flow of information and resources, and perhaps sanctuary while we maintain our cell here in Drakdet.
Get spies out of Mesopotamia.
The Bruderschaft would benefit from having information on the whereabouts of the Rob-Vogel, of the Blutvolk, the movements, and my personal party here. We have other business with to deal with the guy Stadler.
The guy Stadler, you want something to do with the Nachtkrala, yeah?
We would like to stop what they're doing in Mesopotamia.
And what, return to gold? You want them back here? As far as I am concerned, they are better off somewhere else.
Or perhaps better off destabilized or dead.
I did not realize you had such love for Megotamians.
I absolutely do not. However, I have other goals in mind, grander things that doing this will help out both my home country and a larger purpose.
Aramun's little problem being porked by the Serenite Empire, yeah?
Indeed.
Well, I do know where the guy Stadler are. I know where the Nachtkrala is sleeping tonight. But she moves around with such speed that locations quickly become outdated information. It is the business of the guy Stadler to remain elusive even to my many little spiders.
As they are trained and known to do.
The Blutfalke, that is easy. He is at the Junsterstorber-Nest, south of Vosk.
Yes, but, you know, it's a little bit, of course, because that's where the headquarters are, but I mean, like, any plans they might have, any movements they might make against the people, against the Brotherhood.
Well, it is probable that they will move against one of your cells very soon. As I understand it, this Cunibert Strauss has not exactly held up under extensive questioning.
I forgot to ask about that, but there it is.
He said that, what's it called? Brad said that was in Vosk?
He was the head of the cell in Vosk.
There we go, yeah.
Go on.
Well then, by all means, that's something that we would benefit from.
Knowing-
Kunibert Strauss, as far as I understand, he may very well be alive, but he is probably not in any position to do the kind of work that he was doing before. As to where the Brute Falco will move next, my money will be here.
Is he going to make a move on you?
Oh no, not on me. I have my fingers in too many pies for them to cut off my hand at the moment. I have entrenched myself. And I have...
Oh, by the way, I know I look like someone else, but it's me, Loosefake. Hi.
I know who you are. No, they will move against you, my friend. You and your people below the city. Undoubtedly. Could they move against the cell in Aprilshed? Yeah. Could they move against the cell in Bradovis? Yeah. But if I were to guess, I would say it would be here. This is based on what my spies have told me is the weak link in your chain. Better to break it while it remains weak.
We're not in the business of leaving men behind, unfortunately. Is there... This is all very useful. I'm surprised you actually just told us this all right without telling us what you wanted.
It's entirely possible that none of this is true.
I ask again, what assurances do I have that you aren't being as sly as your wine-sipping grin is being?
Absolutely none. Welcome to my office. This is why they consider me to be a bit of a irritant in most of the circles in this political arena. An appellation which suits me fine. Better to be the thorn in someone's side than stepped underfoot, yeah?
Indeed. Your pull, is it anything that... Let me do this. Wait. I know you have information on the Geistadler, but is there... do you have any means of... Do you have any intent of... Man, guys. We would... Is there anything that you can do to or is there anything that you can do to besides information to assist us in dealing with the Geistadler in Magatamia?
You need them to leave, you need one of several things to happen. You need there to be a bigger crisis here that they must be called to deal with. The Primarch, despite his deal, will prioritize gold over his bargain with the Zernites. Or, you need the Primarch to no longer be in power, which would create a period of political flux wherein the Geistadler would be forced to return to gold during said situation. Or, you need to collapse the deal between the Guardians and the Zernites. These are the three ways you could go about it.
I see. Really? Well, I think I have an idea of what we can do about the first one, but it'll require a bit of a commitment.
Time is not on your side. As I understand it, well, your friends in Jaldrin are moving with great speed, but then again, to what ends are they moving, yeah?
This guy knows everything. This guy knows fucking everything.
Real, jeez.
Ask him if he's seen the last Thruja. Ask him where Al Karen is.
This guy is probably the best spy master in my setting. Explicitly. He makes Orin look like a fucking joke.
Who is in charge of the Zeranites here?
The Widow Grace?
Who is their
Widow
representative?
Debased.
Yeah, right.
The Widow Grace? More like
It just
Widow
made
Bitch.
Okay.
Nice.
That
Who
works.
is in charge of the Zeranites here? The Zeranites do not maintain a military presence here, so Primarch would not allow it. If they have people hiding in the things, it is entirely possible that they might have hidden cells which have escaped even my notice, but mostly they appear to be holding to the terms of the deal. Although I have heard that Selvirus the Unseen was seen here in recent days.
Say that again?
Doing her job. Sorry. It's Silvirus, the one who's been poisoning people with the thing.
Doing a job.
The drow.
Doing a job.
That's how you spell it.
Selviris.
So I'm curious.
The Unseen.
He sort of shakes his head and says, "Does not live up to her name." Takes another sip.
Right?
She is very quiet, but a drow in barbed armor. If she is spotted even once, it causes ripples.
It's a hot take.
It's a hot- Let's see.
I am feeling unexpectedly generous all of a sudden. Perhaps it is the wine. Do you know what's the deal between the Primarch and God Emperor Keldor is?
What is the deal?
Well, it's very simple. It's a simple exchange. The Primarch interferes with Magotamius operations to destabilize them so as to make them a easier target for the Zeranites. And the Zeranites, in turn, deliver one person of interest to the Goldians.
Who's that?
This person of interest is one of two tremendous black marks on the Primarch's record as he sees it. Two great mistakes that he wishes to rectify. The first mistake is that of the rebellion and escape of Lusvik von Terpstra. That is not part of the deal. The other mistake, the one that the Zeranites are trading in, is the fact that the unbreakable prison Himmelstrafenstalt had one escapee, Dietrich Kaid.
Oh.
That's
Apparently-
spicy.
Apparently, the Zeranites are prepared to hand him over to the Goldians at the conclusion of the war effort in order to secure their assistance.
Oh, that's spicy. Oh.
Target 2.
Oh man. You guys, I'm getting heartburn for some reason and it feels so good.
Quick question: what level were we when we fought Dietrich Kai the first time?
10 or 11?
Okay.
Wait, so... Wow.
Apparently, from what I have heard of this guide, he is, how shall I put this? A liability.
And yet he's the Legate King.
Oh, Legate. That was milk or something.
They respect his abilities of destruction and use him in a manner that befits his strength, but his ultimately grotesque behavior, his individualism, his atheistic philosophy, all of these run contrary to what they want to see from a long-term servant of the Empire.
But surely he sees that coming.
There is, in fact, some strife in Alaros right now between him and the head...
Inquisitor Malvesh.
That one.
Yeah, very interesting. He takes a little pen, he writes it down.
Ooh, we offered him something.
Yeah, there we go. It's been... It's been very useful. It's been
This
That distraction.
Syrian Malvesh is not a good man, but has a desire for efficiency that I believe runs contrary to this Dietrich Kai's desires for miracles of terror, as he puts it.
That's what I've heard as well. Kill his dragon.
I have heard about that.
Pretty cool. I have a badge to prove it.
Is that
Maybe
the badge of Dugrin of Bradovis
It is.
and his dragon slayers?
He's doing okay as well.
Half Goldian.
He's a gold all the same to me.
Yes, well.
He's New Gold Plus.
That wasn't funny.
So you could murder the Primarch if you wanted. You could cause trouble in the land. Bring the guy Stadler home, or you could, shall we say, interrupt the trade between the Serenites and the Guardians.
All three of those are things the Slayer suggested doing.
I feel like the easiest thing would be for me to step outside your building and say, "Look at me."
Yeah, but this is not a business that requires the guy Stadler. They would just send the Blutfalke to separate your head from your little neck, as they did to your family's farm. As I understand it, the Gluburns were paid quite well for their information.
And my eye starts twitching.
Gloob.
What did they have to do with this?
Your compatriots in the Bruderschaft had conspired to conceal the location of your family's farm in order to protect your family. Luckily for the Primarch, there were several individuals more than willing to divulge this information. Individuals with the surname Glubern.
Those carrot-peddling fucks! Do you have a cup holder I can knock off your desk?
Oh no.
Cup holder?
Cup with the holding things?
Like a cup?
He gently pushes forward a little, a little like paperweight.
Yeah, it's good.
Are you gonna do it?
No.
I don't want to make sound right now. I really want to.
Seeing Lusvik. Seeing.
Fucking assholes. So,
As I understand it, your family's land now belongs to the Gluberns. They have expanded their carrot operation.
Carrot operation.
And the young scion of the family has a comfy position in the Primarch's esteem now in Brotheris.
before this is all over, I'm going to burn their fields.
You will hear no complaint from me. I do not even like carrots. He looks down at himself. Can you tell?
No.
What?
You're kind of looking like carrots themselves. I'd assume you got a carrot transmutation.
I don't understand. What's the joke here? You love carrots?
He doesn't like healthy food.
Oh my
big and fat.
god.
He's very unhealthy looking.
He's self-aware of what his physique is.
And Lusvik's like, no.
Looks
No,
like
what?
I don't understand.
What? No.
Bro, come on.
Your
don't
eyesight
be-
is exceptional.
What a sweetheart.
Well,
There is something you could do for me, and the Bruderschaft as well.
yes, we'll offer whatever we can so that we can maintain this good flow of information that you have, that you are very knowledgeable in. I have to say, you know, and this is I've gotten more information out of you than I have out of other spy masters that I've trusted, and in a more direct manner.
I consider it my business to know everything I can possibly know, in the case that it will be useful one day. It is usually useful. The people of this country, these strength-obsessed meatheads, often look down on Ringfingers because of my general demeanor. The fact that I cannot swing a sword to save my life. I have never led armies in battle.
You are leading
But
the hearts of Golden culture here. That's admirable on its own.
I am leading them to the banks. I am holding their purse strings. And I know what is going on in their heads. These are more powerful in many ways than the sword. Old traditions of gold be damned. Speaking of old traditions of gold, let me get back to what I was saying.
Yes, what is it that you would want from us?
The Bruderschaft is, how shall I say this, dead in the water. Even your friends in Vivravie have thrown you to the wolves. as far as I understand.
Yes, go on.
It's waning, and it's the trust in us is waning. But I have good reason to believe that they haven't given up entirely.
Even that will probably not be enough to save them. The Bruderschaft, I am sorry to say, is doomed to fail. Unless they hitch themselves to a horse with more stamina.
And what do you mean?
Do you know of the gladiator queen of Vosk?
Yes. I actually remember her name earlier too. Fuck. Reinhilde Kolotz.
That is her name. She has a considerable might militarily. He looks at the rest of the group. Do your friends know how the succession system in this country works?
I believe they do not. Please inform them.
Please inform me.
Allow me to put on my historian hat. He slowly raises his hands and mimes putting on a hat for a second.
I'm
Cute.
waiting.
Gold is less a country and than a series of united city-states, of which Dakdat is one of. Bradavis is another, Vosk is another, Pralinx, Aprilshed. All of these are... Sargovin's the other one. Nick forgot what the last one was called, but then remembered. Whichever leader of the city-state with the strongest military might at the time is considered to be the leader of gold. In this case, it is Bradavis at the moment, for the Primarch controls the largest military force. Many other times it has been Sargovin, other times it has been Vosk, but currently Bradavis is the heart of gold, because that is where most of the swords are. It's a bit barbaric, but that is the way that things have always been done here. Now, there is precedent for this to change. Or for the leader to change, I mean. Should the leader perish, the person with the most military might will be appointed the ruler. If that is the same city, very likely somebody from the same inner circle will be promoted, and very little will change. If another entity has greater strength, then by the laws of the land, power is transferred. Of course, a force with greater strength can wage military action against the strongest city-state, but this is bloody and messy and usually ends in disaster.
Yes.
Currently, the Primarch controls most of the swords. Were he to die, a member of his inner circle, which is almost impossibly enragingly called the fucking Wolfsrudel.
I don't know.
which is just wolf pack.
Oh. It's not Wolf Strudel?
Wolfsrudel. Somebody from his circle will be promoted and the cycle of abuse will likely continue. Nobody has the strength to oppose him. Even Sargovin, which is very powerful, König Klaus Volthammer, is not inclined to rule again as he has before in the past.
Yes, he's been a pretty just leader.
Those days are behind us. And he has no desire to rule again in his old age. Probably wants to spend time with his grandchildren or something stupid.
So dumb.
The death of ambition is the death of the man, as far as I am concerned. But that is a tale for another time. There is a loophole in this. I do not have the strength, nor does anybody around me, but a city-state can technically pledge its forces to another ruler to bolster their strength, thus ensuring their martial might. This is a very archaic law. It's called Schwertleiter. You probably have not heard of it. This would create a firm partnership between the states, but would also preclude the pledgee from obtaining rulership even with superior forces. Breaking vows is an appalling dishonor and all sorts of bullshit. Here's what I mean.
Yes.
The Gladiator Queen has a considerable armada of knights. I have a considerable armada of knights. If Reinhilde can be convinced to support Drakdet via Schwertleiter, and then the Primarch were killed, power would automatically transfer to Drakdet. And his cronies could do nothing about it. Because that is the law of the land. One man dies, an empire of abuse falls, and all it needs is a handshake. But Reinhilde does not respect me, or like me, or wish to speak with me in any capacity, because she is a thick-headed gladiator queen, and sees a soft, wide moneylender as pestilent to gold. But you, Lusvik Feuerstern von Terpstra, great hero of gold, you have the Bruderschaft, the great heroes who oppose the Primarch, behind you, and Reinhilde is no great lover of the Primarch. With your assistance, I think you could broker this Schwertleiter. And then with the Primarch's death, by whatever means that may be, it would be an almost entirely bloodless transfer of power. A little bit of political maneuvering and all of Wolfgang Riech's work falls apart around him.
Well, I don't know about kill. We've maintained a position that if we were to do this, we would apprehend him.
Murder boner has sprung.
Murder.
We would apprehend him and let the tradition of Galdian justice take care of his many crimes against the country.
Imprisonment and execution is as good as assassination as far as I am concerned, as long as you can ensure that none of his loyal supporters and hired thugs and killers break him out before the fated day. He has festooned the Raubvogel and the Geistadler with his own murderous cronies, not to mention the Bergwolf, which report to him directly, and I am certain there are many Bergwolf even among my own knights. But if you think it can be done, well, you are the one who knows more about law and justice than I. I am merely man who hears whispers and doles out gold coins.
Justice and men alike are flawed. We just try to abide by it the best we can for the sake of others.
Yeah, whatever.
I say that like mournfully, thinking of my crimes.
And he says that. With this, I think that both of us can get what we want. Yeah?
Yes, but that's quite the
Quite the ask.
Yes, indeed. I mean, you're practically asking us to do what we'd intended to do.
Exactly. Isn't it great when people's goals align in such a perfect manner, and all I have to do is nudge you in the direction you are already going, with one small addition to the plan, and suddenly everything can be solved with such ease.
Also, I suppose with this, we'll also have more support from Vivre V.
If Vivre V knows there is actually a chance, I am sure that they will be delighted to see the Primarch overthrown. And don't get me wrong, this will not be entirely bloodless. The people of Gold are very traditional, and they will respect the transfer of power by and large. But there are many more monsters that the Primarch has created who will no doubt spit in the face of tradition.
Well, alright, I guess this is what, as leader of the Bruderschaft, I will do this.
Can we shake on it? And he reaches his large, pudgy, many ringed hand across the desk.
We can. I put out my relatively normal hand.
He shakes your hand. He has a very firm grip. And he sinks back into his chair and takes a sip of the wine. It feels good to make deals, doesn't it?
Sometimes. Not all the time.
Unless you are making the deal with the devil.
Am I though?
His eyes linger on Whistler for like a half a second.
What are you saying? I just got back from getting
Christ. Fuck.
He mentioned making deals with the devil.
That's what I say.
Well, I think then we have quite an accord. I think this was a fruitful meeting of the minds. I hope you have acquired what it is you wanted to acquire. Yeah?
Yeah. How will the Bruderschaft be in contact with you?
I've already spoken into my mind, yeah?
I have, yes.
So you.
Oh.
Sounds like you are the line of communication.
Oh. I'm
Herr von Terpstra.
I am
He does have hair, you're
a
right.
committed man now.
Made an honest man out of you.
And let me be clear. If this operation falls apart, I will have absolutely no second thoughts about selling you out to the Raubvogel to sell my own hide.
What?
If you screw up,
Yeah. Oh.
he's got to save himself.
All right.
Just so we're clear.
I understand.
So don't take it personally, if it occurs. And I would warn your friends below that the Brute Falca is on the hunt.
Hope they're not hungry
Hmm.
for breakfast.
It's lunchtime already.
And keep your
Yeah,
eyes
they'd be really
peeled
hungry.
for that drow woman.
I take out my potato peelers.
I appreciate visual comedy.
Someone does.
Did you not see me mime a hat earlier? I adore
Yeah, that's
visual
true.
comedy.
Mm. All right. Last
But
question.
I don't adore. He looks off into the distance. Puns. Takes a drink.
Well, before I go make one, how do we safely get out of here?
Well, can you not get out the way you came in?
Whistler?
I've taken some crackers off his desk and eaten them. Well, I can't cast that spell again, but we can just teleport out. Unless you can.
Can we teleport out of here? Are we capable? Is it safe?
No.
Alright.
How about this? And he opens a drawer on his desk and he pulls out a little rock and he just holds it up. There will be 3 visitors exiting through the front gate. Do not disturb them, do not impede them, do not interact with them. That is all. He puts it away.
Alright.
Oh, all right.
Well, we'll be on our way then.
Thank you for your help. We will be in touch, and we will see a brighter gold.
He sort of smiles and raises the glass. He says, "To a fruitful partnership, yeah."
We saunter out.
Fruit.
The guards seem a little worried to see you, but because they got direct confirmation from the man upstairs, everybody lets you pass. And before too long, you just walk right out the front gate.
Hooray! Hello, I'll be right back. I gotta go talk to my mom about something. Sorry, I know we gotta walk out. I just can we just RP going back to base? I'm sorry, I have to. She's 1 second.
What's Johnny up to?
So breakfast is practicing their moves, their non-gendered moves.
Ah. Yeah, well, I mean, is it a man or is it a woman? I'm not sure if I mind.
Yeah, and and Slayer is slaying.
Slayer's whistling an old tune.
Oh yeah, and I'm dancing to
What's
it.
that
So
Yeah, it's called. The words are, "I want your skull.
but you're whistling it, so
I
it's just
need your skull." Yeah, so it's just like.
so I'm like altering between like the micro beat and the macro beat with like my moves and
Just vibing.
yeah. And
Just
Jeffro's there
jamming.
too.
Jeffro's also
Jeffro's
there.
fucking flossing, bruh.
Oh, okay.
Backup vocals from Arashni.
Oh yeah. So like yeah, and we have a hat in front of us, and nobody has put anything in our hat, because we just dropped our hat. They think we just dropped our hat. We haven't gotten any tips.
Yeah. Brad Verst.
I don't know why we're doing this, Johnny. I have
Brad
bank
Verst
account
walked
on
by and he
bank
shook his
account
hand.
on
He's like,
bank
"It's
account
no
on bank."
99 Luftballons."
I take out my bag of balloons.
Oh! He throws 20 platinum into the hat. I'm just kidding.
How did you know I made that joke in my character sheet where it says bag of balloons 99 right?
99 parentheses Luft.
Like, damn, it's like you read my note on my character sheet.
I did
that
not
I
read
made.
that on your character sheet. I
Well,
was
yeah,
just
because
making-
it's not on your current version.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I just want to talk about 99 Das Luftballons.
Yeah, as soon as you said Johnny got a bag of balloons, I'm like, oh, with the money I got,
It's
I
9
said
and
the free to break them down.
9 and
1990,
Schmoiken, Sturgestorgen, Schmiegen, Smargen, Horgetag,
She's back.
Hagentag?
Bagostugen, Scoops Hagen Das.
Where's the ice cream?
But
Scoops!
Is there a
Haagen-Dazs.
bakery nearby?
Scoops Hagen Das.
If there's a bakery nearby, I'm going to get a poppy seed MacGuffin.
You can go back to the bakery that you guys broke out of.
An egg McGuffin.
An egg
I said a-
MacGuffin.
Yeah.
It's a
And-
delicious.
and
It's a
this-
delicious little like eggy pastry that's shaped like an Azothan shard.
Yeah.
Egg MacGuffin.
Take a sip out of my holy grail.
Wait,
Tastes like you.
how do you drink out of it? Wouldn't it spill?
I don't know. Would it?
Just holy.
Oh.
On the way back to the base, I buy a cup at a cup store.
You buy a cup
With
at a
the
cup
money
store
you got?
Yeah.
from Das Kupen.
Yep. Just in that Galdian cup in case we need to teleport her.
I look Whistler in the eyes and I grab his wrist
Ah, my wrist.
and I say, Whistler, masterwork it,
What?
masterwork it.
Masterwork the cup.
Yes.
Right. Once we get back to Stonkton, I'll do it.
Okay.
I am determined to masterwork every mundane item.
I suppose you could say you want to masterwork all.
Can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
Man. Oh, Ludwig.
I put that shop in the game.
Yeah, no, I
It's in the
remember it, and I
lore-ups.
still don't get it.
Masterworks, oh, you can't go wrong.
Nick, I'm slamming on the desk with my hand. How much did that cup cost?
Copper.
I don't have a copper.
I might have a cow caper.
I gave him a silver.
Okay, fine.
'Cause Johnny wasn't there.
Crap.
Masterworks, oh, you can't go wrong.
What
Put
tool
another
am I
silver.
missing?
I take another silver out of my pocket, my coin pouch, and I put it in the hat.
What if I tell Brad everything that you guys learned because Ludwig's voice is tired?
Yeah.
Ludwig's sleepy.
Yeah.
Speak. Oh.
What? Yeah. What if John Bones and Whistler tell Brad and give him the scoop?
I have no opinion.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Fuck you, Brad.
I
hold
saw
on.
you at the football game. You threw
Hey,
it.
Brad, I saw you at the football game. You look like a complete
I
fucking
don't understand these
jackass.
jokes and their
That's
corporate commercials probably.
I think you
What?
looked real football lame.
up, 8th grade. Nothing you says matters.
I wish I could suddenly pop like that.
Oh.
I wish I could burst.
I wish I also could burst like you bursted. Burst.
Is that a reference to Crazy Clown Time?
Sure.
What?
The song Football Game from David Lynch's album Crazy Clown Time? Because I just googled that phrase.
How do you fucking
It's not.
Yeah, I thought that it's a very strange coincidence because I almost listened to most of that album.
It wasn't but good, but good pull.
It wasn't a poll. It wasn't a poll. I googled the phrase and it's the
Oh.
first thing that came up.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
it's
that is one of the most obscure polls we've ever had.
Yeah, no, I don't listen to Pinky's Dream. It's a good song. He's still being right back.
Talking to his mom.
His mom's...
Let's talk to Brad, you guys. I think we can do it.
Okay.
I don't think we need to get our hand held throughout gold, just like through like most of gold though.
Are you sure?
But I mean, don't let go of our hand, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh.
Anyway, I guess we'll make our way back to Brad. Oh, as we start moving though, I pick up the hat and I say, "Oh look, Johnny, someone put a silver piece in your hat."
Oh my god, how did I miss that? It must have been the part where I was breakdancing. God, oh my god, you guys were rich. This is a Galleon coin.
It's got a picture of the Primarch on it.
Oh, cute.
Now you guys all know what the Primarch looks like.
Like entirely new currency each
Oh god, I
time.
haven't shown Ronick the Primarch's face, my great mistake yet, have I?
Oh, you mean the picture of
No.
It's a picture of. I didn't recognize it because I don't video game, but like
I didn't recognize it when I chose it. I recognized it later.
it's a nice piece of art.
It's a cool piece of art, and it fit my mental conception, and it remains.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't see a problem.
Yeah. I mean, you can make fun of it, but that'd be kind of rude.
I can make fun
Yeah.
of you, man.
Yeah, but that'd be kind of rude.
Yeah, but I don't like you very much, so I don't really care.
Oh, Nick. You're such a tsundere, Bishi.
Babaka.
Can you say beefy?
Whatever you want to hear, you know, just make a choice.
I'm a tsundere.
I mean, sure.
Tsundere beefy.
I think Beefy and Bishi are at odds.
You could be a beefy Bishi.
I don't actually.
Could.
You could have a very pretty face.
What about Sephiroth with an 8-pack?
Oh, just take some sort of Bara type and just glue Sephiroth's head on there.
You could never dream of.
Yeah,
having
I think most of the Bishi idea is in the face anyway.
Why is Sephiroth obsessed with Cloud in the new Final Fantasy? It doesn't make any sense.
Because he played the Final Fantasy, the original game.
Oh right, I forgot. That's the whole point.
Here's the thing. Nothing in Final Fantasy makes sense.
It used to.
Did it?
Before the 11th one. Before the 10th one. Let's be real.
Final Fantasy 10. Well, I got the two.
When was Dirge of Cerberus released?
Dirge of Surge.
Tomorrow.
Cerberus.
2006. Before that, for sure.
Hippopotamus.
Before 2005, that's when Advent Children was released.
I remember those words together.
I know about Advent Children because you can wear the Advent Children outfit in Smash.
It'd be better if you could smash Advent children on the ground.
I think we're adding to our child death count. I think so. That's good.
Finally.
Man, I
About
love
time.
child death.
Nick, you played Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, I assume.
I have played the spin-offs of Final Fantasy.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What was it like to contemporarily, or somewhat anyway, hear a character in the game say the phrase, "Me, Gungaga"?
I have no comment.
We need to. The world wants to know. What was it like when the phrase "me, Gungaga" was uttered?
You have to understand, I have no comment. There's nothing I can tell you that would be representative. I have no words to tell you. It's not something that can be told.
The search continues.
Gungaga.
I'm very sorry to tell you.
I'm sorry too, you guys.
I thought you were
Sorry.
breakfast.
Yeah, I thought you were. Are you lying to me to breakfast?
Oh, fuck, you're right, I am breakfast. And
Should I
breakfast
pause
is
this
never
fucking
sorry
recording?
because
Like, what are we doing?
sorry is breakfast.
I don't know.
Do we really need Lusvik to be
I
the
guess
one who
not.
tells him? He's just
We've been
filling him
sitting
in.
here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I've said twice, I'm like, let's just tell him, and then you haven't taken us to him.
You should have just said we arrived. Force my hand.
We have not arrived. We're still waiting on the-
I mean, you mentioned you arrived. You arrived at the underground lair of the Bruderschaft beneath the Fluspanel. And, Bradverst is around and, sees you and says, "Oh, so, how did it go? Lusvik looks very tired. I will let him rest his voice."
Well,
I mean,
Well, I'm
okay,
glad you pushed me to do
I don't have all the information in front of me. I didn't take notes, but what's... I told it all to Johnny.
Well, did you? You only arrived moments ago. You must have said it very fast.
They were dancing on the street for a while.
Ah, I understand.
Dancing on the street.
Now, unfortunately, Johnny had to go, but he told me everything that he knows.
Ah, yes. Sorry,
Breakfast.
but I was going to say Berkshire's breakfast. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Facepalm.
Gonna be honest,
Jeffro
I
has a
did.
big thumbs up.
I'm sorry for dead naming you breakfast.
No, it's okay.
Breakfast, you're so cool. Jeffro with a big old thumbs up.
Oh my god. Yeah, so Lusvik, told us that, jeez, he told us a lot of things, but,
He leans over to Whistler. Is it safe for the mentally challenged child to be telling me these things? Or
I'm so mad at Lusvik right now.
should I get him juice box or I don't know.
I think
I'm
the
so
juice
mad
box
at him.
is distraction.
Probably rote repetition will be safe. Okay. Leans back. Please continue, breakfast.
Okay. Well, so,
Jeffro's giving an aggressive thumbs up after he said that.
okay,
It's aggressive. He's spiking it into the air like an airborne umaga.
You fucking loser.
basically, so what this Ringfingers fellow told Lusvik is, well, first of all, you wanted to know where this Strauss person was,
Yeah, Kunibet.
in both, he's probably alive, but
So
only
dear.
just. He's probably not in any shape to continue doing what he's doing.
Oh,
Um,
so they have been to work on him then. I suppose that makes sense.
But okay. He does say that the next move will probably be made against. And I'm sorry to say, you guys here.
Oh.
Yeah. That's where his bacon is. That's what he's banking on. Is it's likely to be this one.
Oh.
However, he could. This could not happen if we do one of three things, and we decided on one of them. Okay. Essentially,
very efficient.
Yes.
Good job.
He says that if his people were to ally with this Gladiator Queen people? Gladiator Queen?
Reinhilde Kolotz, the leader of Vosk?
Yeah. We got two big guys who aren't fond of the Primarch, yeah?
That is true.
If we're able to kind of get her to agree to work with him,
Work with him in what capacity?
militarily, I believe. Right, you guys?
Is he going to war?
I think the idea was that there's going to be an alliance between them, and then their people are going to be the ones, or, well, I think the Gladiator Queen is going to be the one that can usurp the throne after we kill the Primarch.
So, Ringfingers is trying to put the Gladiator Queen on the throne?
Something like that.
That sounds unexpectedly altruistic.
I don't know. Does anyone remember differently?
I don't remember anything.
The guys who were actually there?
I don't.
I think Ronick was the only one listening to anything I was saying.
It's true, I definitely wasn't.
I definitely wasn't listening to anything.
I had to reheat my burrito.
I say, throwing my fucking notes on the ground. Fuck you, man.
What?
You spoke so fast and every other word was a German word.
Yeah, I
You're like, I think Ronick was the only one listening to me. And it's just like, I couldn't understand what you were saying.
I don't know what you mean. I think I am perfectly understandable. You just need to know about the Schwertleiter and the Reinholder Kolotz, the Gladiator Queen of Vosk, and you will understand everything.
Wow, I've never wanted to punch you more in the face.
You've never wanted to spiegel him more in the Schwannen?
I really got into character by delivering those lines while leaning back in my chair and looking smugly at the screen.
And putting a pillow under your shirt.
And putting a pillow under my shirt.
And shaving your head.
And shaving my head fully bald.
Bald?
Bald.
You shave your head
Bald.
fully
You gotta
fucking
shave your
bald,
head
kid?
bald.
Did I say it like that?
Yeah, you fucking
Yeah,
did,
you said
bald.
bald.
Oh,
Yeah, you
darn
said
it.
fucking bald, bro.
Oh, heck.
Bald.
Ah,
Get
poop.
fucked, bro. Way to fucking out yourself as a fucking townie, you little shit.
What do
Hi,
you
sorry.
want from me, dog?
I'm
Hi,
back.
Ronick. I
want you to be
fucked
not a
everything
fucking
up.
townie.
What?
Stop! No, you didn't.
I just
What do you
I
mean?
tried to do one thing. I tried to have agency in one thing in this stupid arc. It
What do you mean
just
a
fell
stupid
apart.
arc?
And it just fell apart.
No!
Tell Brad everything you know.
No, it was fine!
Tell Brad everything you know.
It was fine!
Even if, you know, you used to know it, you should tell him everything you used to know too.
What? Is it a got you reference?
Yes. It was I apologize. It was bad and pathetic, and I'm just gonna see
A
myself.
quiet and bewildered what is the only true response to a got your reference in 2020.
Wait,
It's actually
like the
Gogia.
band?
No, like the fucking giant pussy with the fucking acoustic guitar.
Okay, so hi. Hi.
Thank you.
Johnny was just telling me that you struck a bargain with Ringfingers for the militaries to align or something with Reinhilde Kolotz.
Yes.
And then Reinhilde will be put on the throne?
Hold up, I gotta remember the exact details. He wants, what he wants is, oh my god, it just went out the door.
Your brain, your thought, your one brain.
Oh no, like, just everything that just happened. Like, my mom was just waiting for me outside while that whole thing was happening, so I just kept looking at her, just like, okay, yeah, uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh god.
This is perfect.
I'm sorry, she's like really pressuring me to work on her thing.
Is she gonna take the throne or not? That's the only question.
I think it was a no. Because he said he wanted Drakter in power.
Drakter. Is that you?
What? Drakter is here.
Drakter is a place.
Yes. He wants Drakter to be the head city state.
And who?
Him? Ringfingers.
So he wants to be in charge.
Nick, help.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just blanking on the part where Reinhild is.
I guess that's what makes this a negotiation.
I'm embarrassed.
Because she's gonna be like, yeah, no, it was really embarrassing for me too. So okay.
I understand the fact that I just threw a lot of like complicated like political terminology and maneuvering in a bad German accent while mumbling at you. Like, this is the fact that you guys got as much as you did is honestly incredible to me.
I think that this is what makes this a negotiation, is that she would not normally be behind him being in power, because he's going to be like, well, I'm going to be the president.
Yeah.
And she would say, no way, Jose.
Yeah,
so
she doesn't respect him.
It wasn't just that she didn't respect him, it's just that, and that she didn't want to work with him in the first place, it's that she doesn't want him in power, and that's what makes this a negotiation. I'm getting it now.
Yeah.
Although I understood that it was a negotiation before, but now it's even more of a negotiation.
And if you do this basically under the rules of the ancient fucking law, basically, that he quoted because of the way that the complicated bullshit politics and Gald work, if you back somebody else's play like this, you are basically completely precluded from taking power yourself at any point while this person's in charge. So she's just stuck with him.
I think that was the part that confused me.
Yeah, that part's a little complicated. It's like
and that's what made me be like, oh, okay, she's gonna ascend the throne.
Yeah, no, I could see how that would be confusing. It basically it just locks you out. You are stuck being kind of like a supporter for this other person, which is not always the most advantageous position for some people. Some people don't like to be you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people, like Jeff Rowe, are not natural followers.
But you were fans.
The name of the law, the Schwertleiter, literally just means sword ladder, and some people don't feel like being a ladder.
I was about to say that they don't like being associating with ladders.
They prefer stairs.
They prefer stairs.
Or a ramp, even better.
Sorry guys, I like fantasy politics. Oh my god.
Escalator.
You're a fucking nerd for it.
They should make escalators out of swords.
And that's the story, Brad.
Yeah.
Who will never call me breakfast.
No, your name is Breakfast, I understand that. Looks at Lusvik.
Yes.
Jeffro, thumbing it up.
Well,
I'm gonna go on a walk, you guys.
And I will be
Okay,
the
Alfaro.
Okay, come on, Jeffro.
I will be the arbiter
Lusvik.
between us and him.
I do not want to point out the elephant in the room, but I think you have betrayed the confidence of that poor mentally challenged boy.
Oh, that's never not gonna be funny as fuck.
Well,
He looks quite cross with you.
I'm the elephant.
no, the
Whistler
elephant.
probably
True,
morphs
he
into an
is.
elephant.
He is the elephant.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah,
And John Bones is the giraffe.
it's true.
Oh, did
I'm a giraffe.
What?
What?
You said you were a sturgeon.
Oh yeah.
You can
Sorry,
be
I
a
was
giraffe
thinking
if you
I'm a
want.
giraffe, fine.
You can be a
You're a
giraffe.
cat, HK.
I'm a giraffe.
You're a cat.
He can be a giraffe too. We can have two giraffes.
Maybe. You can get the two giraffes next to each other and use their necks to make a slingshot.
In many ways, Whistler is also a giraffe under Patrick Star law.
Oh.
Yeah.
Giraffe.
That's Slayer running by at that's Slayer running by at like 500 miles an hour.
There he goes. He says, "I'm a giraffe."
Then he kills him.
Well, this all sounds like Reinhilde is probably going to hate it, but if anybody can convince her, you convinced a lot of us to follow you, Lusvik.
Well,
I mean, most of us
I
wanted.
think everyone already had it in them to.
Yeah, we wanted. You lit the flames that was in our hearts. That is how the Bruderschaft for us began. And now. God in Himo, there is actually a chance that we could get rid of the Primarch.
There is. We do have a path ahead of us now. But first things first, I mean, I don't even know what first thing is first. We do have our mission to help the Magotamians. I mean, to assist Aramoon with liberating Magotamians, or at least easing them up.
Well, this is how we'll do it.
And yeah, and he did give us a couple of options for that. Hand it, so I could either say peekaboo and reveal my existence in gold.
I don't think that's going to do it.
Really?
Yeah, I think they will just send the Blutfalke to murder you.
Ah.
That's exactly what that guy said.
Oh,
We could create a bigger issue here.
or the Primarch could be removed from power, and then I don't know. I think this plan aligns with what you wanted, kind of. I mean, there are short-term solutions you could enact, yeah, but
Let me chew some gum here.
I don't know why the Primarch is even helping the Zeranites in the first place. It's, I mean, he's a bastard, but usually pretty gold-centric.
They want two people.
Johnny bursts in. Can I do this one?
The door slams against the wall.
Can I do this one, please? Thank you. Yeah, so basically the Zarenites are going to give back Tridge Guide.
He furrows his brow. The old murderer, the cannibal guy who escaped from the Himmelstraffenstalt like years and years ago.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
employed by the Zarenites.
That's
Oh.
precisely why.
He's their legate king. And they're gonna
Oh,
hand him back.
oh,
That's why they're gonna give him back, because he's the only one who's ever escaped.
Johnny puts his mage hands on his shoulders. Isn't that
I
spicy?
have to say that's spicy. I feel the heat on my tongue. I do not wish to touch my eyes because this is very spicy and I fear I will damage my eyes.
Oh my god.
I think I need a glass of milk and water.
It's too hot. This is too
It's
hot.
too hot. It's very hot. He starts to like shake his hands. Whew. Whew. That's spicy.
I need some air. I'll leave again.
Well, that is certainly very interesting. I don't know, Huh. Well, I guess that's sort of a later thing. If it were to happen.
Probably won't. But the thought that counts. Well, Ludwig?
Well, do you think you can do it?
I think it's something I've always wanted. Always
To
wanted
talk
to
to
do.
Reinhilde Kolotz?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Primarch and eliminating him.
Well, that also I wonder how we can do. It is no easy task to get into the Steinadler tomb.
Mm.
We have looked for many years for a safe way in, and I'm afraid the safe way in is probably not existent.
We'll have to bust our way in somehow,
Yeah.
and hopefully we'll have the backing of. We'll have new backing. We'll have this new support backing us.
Well, here's the thing. If this plan can be put into place to have a successor to the Primarch, so that maybe we could get help from your woman and her people.
If they're up for it.
I think it's a possibility. I wish I knew where Honora was. Probably back in Brothervis.
Well, maybe on our way over to Vosk, which is somewhere near Bradavis, maybe. We'll maybe
It's
we'll
not
run
really
into
on the
that.
way.
Goddamn.
Why don't you just sending her, dude? You're a wizard.
I can do that.
And you are very familiar with her.
So. Ahem.
Let me get my work out.
Nora. We. Oh yeah, Rob Vogel is going to descend upon Vosk probably.
Voss?
Yes. Brad.
We don't have anybody in Vosk anymore.
Wait, who did
Your
he say?
friend
where they said it?
Breakfast told me they were going to descend here.
No, but he is afterwards because they have. Jeez, what did you say his name was? The other guy?
Cunibert.
Strauss?
Yes,
A guy named Cubert.
because they have him.
Yes, they already took down Vosk. That's how they got Cunibert.
Oh, okay, that's how that worked. Okay. Okay, yeah, then yeah, Drocklet's next.
Fuck.
You hate it when breakfast is right.
Sometimes I look down at my bratwurst and eggs, and I see the bratwurst is looking a little bit limp or soggy, and I say, "Oh, bratwurst, you are going to be tired today. I hate it when my breakfast is right."
Nice one.
Yeah.
Loosefix tired.
No, I'm typing.
Loosefix typing.
Loosefix typered.
Yeah, that's better.
Fix tapered.
Wizlor, I put my head in again.
Oh.
Yes. What is it, breakfast?
Can I see your cup?
Yes, you can have a look.
Okay.
I hold out my cup.
Okay. What's it look like? I'm closing my eyes. I'm imagining it.
Imagine a wooden cylinder
Mm-hmm.
without a top.
Like a lid without a lid, you mean?
Without a top to the cylinder.
Without a top. Oh, got it. Oh, I understand.
I'm a top of the fourth wall.
Then imagine there's a handle on the side.
Oh,
More of a
okay.
mug.
And then imagine there's a little metal bands on the top and bottom. To give it a
Oh,
sort of
alright.
barrel-esque appearance.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
And there is your cup.
Oh, that is quite the mug, quite the stein.
Yes, it cost me 1 silver, even though it only
Quite-
cost
Quite the tankard. The
Indeed.
flagon.
It may hold a tankard's worth, mayhaps a flag
Here, I guess I'll send this here. Yeah, this is good enough.
water.
We should try it out.
Here.
We should put a drink in it
Nora,
and try
we
it.
establish connection with Ringfingers. Path towards victory lies in succeeding power. Thus complying, we will go with that to negotiate soon.
Our conversation is interesting.
What kind of liquids do we have here?
Bread.
I can create some.
Brad points to the 14 different kinds of ale behind the counter at the little bar.
But
Appley
wait,
juice.
Jeffro just suggested that he assist.
Jeffro, can you make appley juice?
I can create water.
That's fine. Okay.
Water is good. Drink water, everyone.
Jeffro gives a thumbs up.
Please.
Strong
Fill-
strong song on the Young Scrolls album.
Drink water.
Drink water.
Guat guat!
Yeah,
Did you cast a spell on my cup?
I did. Oh, I sent it. Yeah, I just pasted the message and I said it out loud. Yeah.
Oh god, you mistakenly sent it to his cup.
Oh, well, I'm.
Jeffro, do you cast it on his cup?
I'm making a response.
Is that how you spell Vosk? Vosk?
Yep.
Is it Vosk or Vosk?
WOSK. Vosk.
Is it O or A?
Vosk.
Got it.
Drak dat. And there's Sargovan and Appleshed and
Apple Bloom.
Brilinsk and Bradifus.
Apple Bloom. Don't forget the Zap Apple Jam.
What about them boots with them fur?
Apple Bloom.
Apple Bottom Shed, boots with the fur. The
Yeah.
whole club was saying, hey,
She's got a shed.
she's got a shed.
She's got a shit.
Let's thing your head.
You got it.
Shotty got High Lord Bernhardt Ansgard is the ruler of Appleshed.
Oh.
He loves it.
Why is it making me laugh? It wasn't
She
funny.
owns shed.
It's a
She
man!
own a shit. She owns a shit. She owns a shit.
Can I taste some of the water, Whistler?
Yes, you may have the 1 second. What's the word? The inaugural sip.
Okay. I drink a little bit of it. I take out my sending stone and I'm like, Jumbo, you gotta try this water. It's amazing.
Ice cold, baby.
What?
Ice cold, baby.
Ice cold.
Water?
Ice water.
Water, baby.
So remember, if you are planning to deliver a speech of some kind or talk for 2 hours straight, I will recommend you bring
Ludwig!
room temperature water.
You receive
No.
the following response from Honora.
Cold water closes your vocal cords.
You
What
hear...
is it?
Shut up. Now I'm talking. You hear Ludwig. I'm glad to see I didn't misplace my faith this time. Maybe with some more luck, my friends can be your friends again. Don't die.
She always never wants me to die.
They've always butted heads on that
They
issue.
butt them heads.
I mean, given a lot of Ludwig's actions, it seems they very well may have.
Poor Ludwig.
Don't
That's
die.
bad.
Who would
Don't
have
die, says Honora. Ludwig says, wait, I have to dimension door through this prismatic wall.
Same.
Same. That's the response you get from Honora.
Well, she has better hopes now. The
But
question
that's
is,
good. I was wondering.
All right, so now what?
Did she go back to Macrotamia?
Oh, I should have asked. I had 2 words left. Could I have said "where you"?
She didn't have any words left, so she couldn't have said anything.
Damn it.
You would have to send a follow-up. How sad.
I mean, we won't need a foot to.
I don't really care. It's okay. It's fine.
I mean, I feel like we won't.
I mean that the best way possible.
I'm gonna be back in a second. There's a lot of noise happening. I want to see what's going on.
Okay.
It's a bomb.
Didn't
Here I am.
Skittles commercials used to be?
Oh, I stubbed my toe.
Time to sing more Green Day. Nick's back.
Yeah, don't do that.
Dean Gray.
I don't have
That
the
sounds
time
like
to listen to
somebody's
you
name.
whine.
But what about my creeps?
I don't know.
Is that like my humps?
My lovely lady lumps.
Sure, man.
I still do not understand how that was a.
My
slur.
humps, my hips, my lumps, my lovely lady lumps are her.
How did-
There you go.
Why was that popular?
Why? Because she was moderately attractive?
But it was
it's
on the.
trash?
But you can't hear her attractiveness in the song.
Yeah, but you can look at the attractiveness.
I don't think you can explain it.
You can explain
I don't think you
crap.
can explain my humps.
You can explain my humps. My lovely
Nah.
lady humps. I just explained
No.
them.
Bobs, you know, Bobs.
Like dead
It's-
ass, just
it's
explain them
Bob's.
to you. How about you
I don't
pay
think you can
attention?
explain the fame of my humps.
My
Well,
lovely lady humps. Of course I
That's
can.
that's what I'm asking about. Is ooh,
Everyone
What you
loves
can't
eggplants.
explain is why she was popular.
many
it wasn't
bad
a
songs.
nice
Many
sounding
bad
song.
songs have been popular.
Yeah, but that's just one of them that I'm just thinking about because it's just like I was alive for that.
It was kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
There was a period in time when the Black Eyed Peas made a lot of songs that were popular, and those were dark days in our society.
At the end of the day, they were bad.
The Black Eyed Peas and the Red Hot Chili Peppers fucking suck.
That's true.
All right, I'm gonna fight you on the Red Hot Chili Peppers and say most of
Don't
their
come at.
Don't come at me or come at me.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers, really. Come on, they suck.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers more like, We been getting food again.
Yep.
Getting right up there, take off my necklace.
Okay, that sounded like Pearl
That
Jam.
sounded better. That sounded better. Honestly.
Sound like you were gonna break into Alive. That's yeah.
That's rock.
Hey Brad, I think we're done talking to you.
I was hoping so. He walks away.
Fuck you.
Wait, so we're going to Voss now?
I hate Pearl Jam. My favorite band is Kraftwerk.
Crap.
Good taste.
Wanna know what is good, band?
Kraftwerk?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Arts and crafts.
I've heard of Pearl Jam. I don't know.
Flipper.
Wasn't that a movie?
Spoon. The answer was Spoon.
You said, "Do you want to know a good band?" And then we said, "Sure." And then you said the answer was Spoon, as if we should have known. But, okay. You know what?
Why didn't you
know what,
guess
y'all?
it, guys?
You know what, y'all?
What?
What
What do you want, Johnny? Huh?
I would have something cool to say. Let's.
Yeah, you would, but you don't.
He's back to being aggressive again.
It's okay.
Oh no.
Let's see here. So, Lusvik, how you doing?
Doing alright.
Very cool.
Very cool.
I just wanted to tell you something though, really quick, Lusvik.
Yes.
I get it. I get it now. You know,
okay.
several nights ago, when you carved that animal that we were supposed to know what it was, but it was all transparently to us. It was all an egg, but we were all too embarrassed to say it because it's just like that's not.
Johnny,
It's not. I get it.
Johnny,
get it. It's
gonna
a
stop
phoenix
right here.
egg. You're a phoenix, aren't you? I get it.
am I?
And you're in egg form right now because you're gonna rise from the ashes.
Ah.
It gonna
Well-
rise from the ashes.
I get it, Lusvik. You're a genius. It took me so long to get it, but now I get it. I'm a mongoose.
So you're gonna eat the egg?
I do eat 8 eggs a day because I'm a cool kid, but I don't eat phoenix eggs.
I've been keeping track. I hold up the sheets that say 8 eggs each day for the last 2 months.
Yeah, I'm
It's
consistent.
just tally marks.
Yeah. So Lusvik, we're gonna go to Voss.
Yes.
Like probably right away. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, and I guess we'll think about what we're gonna say to
The gladiator queen whose name that I can't remember. I'm just not capable of remembering it.
Reinhilde Kolot. I'll fucking write it.
Yeah, I literally did throw my notes on the floor and I can't reach them right now. So, they're actually kind of a mess over there. So, and I'm probably not going to retrieve them till the end of the thing.
Brad, before you leave, you left 5 minutes ago.
I'm back.
He's on call.
This is
What
not
do we do
an
about-
especially large hideout.
What do we-
You can just
what-
yell and I'll
What are
probably
your
hear you.
plans what are your plans with Cunibert?
We wanted to rescue him. But if he is being held in, the headquarters of the Raubvogel, I'm not sure how viable that is going to be. We are in no position to lay siege to such a place, so I fear that Cunibert is a lost cause.
We will get him. What about our Vosk cell? Is it entirely?
It is gone. The Blutfalke made sure of that.
Well, their lives won't be in vain.
Well, for the first time in quite some time, it seems like we may actually have a path through the darkness.
Indeed.
Let's make sure we get there.
Alright, is there anything you wanted to say to, Reinhilde? While we're there?
A message you wanted to pass on?
Yes.
Honestly, I think this is the best message that we could get to her. This is the best way that she could be useful to our cause. She will not actively support us by giving us men, but if she can be used in this way to support these plans that may take down the Primarch, then that is what we can use her for. In this way, we may be able to save many lives that remain among the Bruderschaft.
Do you happen to know what our means of, how easily we'll be accepted into her into her you didn't post any Vost places, into her place of residence?
Well, she is not as well guarded as Ringfingers, but she is also less of a shrewd negotiator. She may be less likely to talk to you, actually, than he. Although it may be technically easier to reach her. She is, she's not a stupid woman, but she does value strength. And she values, she has that weird, semi-democratic council that she works with.
Yes.
Totally.
I have no idea why she uses such a ridiculous system, but it is possible she may be willing to listen to reason, but
It's alright, I'll just arm wrestle her and then she'll listen to me.
she is a bit progressive in some regards as well, so I don't know if she wants to shackle herself to... I don't know. It's really a toss-up.
Yes. Political discourses and ideologies that I am not entirely prepared to discuss or negotiate or debate, but I'm in a pretend world, so I'll pretend I have confidence.
Lustig,
Yeah.
I think you're pretty democratic and progressive. Don't chew your gum at me.
As for messages that I personally would like to send to her, I've always been attracted to her, but don't tell her that.
I will tell her this.
Don't do it.
I will
Don't
send
tell
her
her
a
that
picture of you.
Don't tell her that Bradverst is very attracted to her. Definitely don't say that.
I'm gonna send her your picture.
Definitely don't. He starts like posing to make sure you get his good side. Definitely don't show her my picture.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
back. Definitely tell her what?
I am going to make this relationship happen.
Listen, it's 12:46. You've got to shoot your shot.
Indeed.
I
Look how
mean,
good my hair is.
Brad, you're from Vosk. How long have you been eyeballing her?
She's not that old.
I'm asking how long have you?
Since she showed up. On the scene, back when she was still a gladiator back in the Toteskluft.
His chances are pretty good.
Yes.
Look at how fucking handsome I am.
That's what I was saying.
Listen, I don't want to brag, but I'm like super handsome.
What do you think my chances are? Still
No.
At
no,
what?
Jeffro.
Because
Listen,
your chances are really good at a lot of things. You just need to ask what.
Well, he said his chances were really good, so I want to.
Well,
know
yeah,
what
in the
mine
context of this. Oh, you mean in the context of this?
are. Yeah,
Jeffro,
sure,
you're
whatever
too
it is.
young.
No, I'm not. What are you
You're
talking about?
too
I'm
young,
37.
Jeffro.
Jeffro,
What are
this
you
is
talking
not
about? I'm
okay.
38.
Jeffro, maybe when you're older.
What are
You'll
you
understand when you're older, Jeffro.
talking- Oh my god, I hate you.
Jeffro
Look, I
doesn't
thought you
even
were
know
on
what he's
my
signing
side.
up for. Jeffro's like, so we
Jeffro.
hold hands, right?
This is now canon. Jeffro had exactly one lesson in sex ed.
And it was don't have sex, Jeffro.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was that cloaca
abstinence
is
and-
that cloaca is only for pooping. Until the day we decide to politically marry you off because we're a rich and powerful family.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Then you're not allowed to poop after that.
Then you can it's only for fucking.
Just like, and then after that, you can't poop. If you poop after that, you're in big fucking trouble.
That's
And
canon.
we'll
This is
fucking
canon.
find out,
This is
mister.
canon. This is canon.
Yeah.
This is canon.
Don't you think you can fucking hide from us?
Jeffro thinks that people just don't poop after they get married.
Canon. He didn't believe it before, but
Lustig's like,
after,
huh, you mean they don't?
but after the card fiasco, he totally believes it. Because he's dumb.
Oh
He's a
no.
big dummy.
He
Mind
started
you,
believing
like,
something that he didn't
intelligence
believe before.
7. Jeffro's intelligence is 7. Officially
It's pretty
dumber
low.
than Fang.
I mean, Fang's a person too, but I mean, yeah,
Remember when Fang was around? Good times, eh?
kind of.
The best of times.
All right, I finished the. Yeah, she'll get this. I'll add some colors to it later. Lustig.
That's
I
me.
forgive you. I forgive you. Okay.
That's me.
I, Lusvik.
No,
All
that's
is
me.
forgiven.
Jeffro points to himself.
Oh shit. Now I don't know who to address.
Which one's Lusvik?
It's the orange one.
Oh, thanks,
is a
thanks.
wizard, so you're all-
I was so
Brad,
worried.
Brad, one last thing.
Yeah.
The
You're writing an essay.
Take your time. Continue to take your time. Okay, stop
actually
taking your
want them to
time.
Take the time.
glue guns.
Oh,
my
yeah,
breath the
yeah, I
whole
did the
time.
same fucking thing. I can't fucking.
God, I was holding my breath the whole time. Like, find it. I'm gonna die.
I understand.
Ringfingers told me about the glue guns.
I had suspected that they had some part to play in what went down, but we didn't have any proof.
They ascended to power. The sun is comfortably nice and in the Primarch's palm.
Was that little shit, Raina?
I'm gonna punch him.
Punch that little Primarch youth-looking bastard.
Stupid little water ganassi shit.
Shit mouth. Knock his glasses off his face.
And bet the water that he descended from of the Jinn, where the piss elementals, piss
Probably
Jinns.
piss Jin. He's a piss Ganassi.
Yes, he's a piss ganassi.
Piss Ganassi is
Jeffro
what he
starts
is.
covering his
He
ears.
passed piss.
Yeah,
Breakfast right this down.
He can create piss is what he can
Yeah.
do with his piss lineage.
He means, and he used piss wave eventually.
One of these days, but right, he's too weak for that. He can't even make a piss wave.
He'll be weak forever. I'll make sure of that.
I'm glad we are in accord.
Everyone of Vosk, bye.
Alright, see ya.
And so the party went.
And so the party went. How you gonna get there?
So
I
what, the
think we're
fast
going to-
where? We're gonna kill it there.
Did you
think
say
we're
the
going to-
fast wheel?
Yeah, I did. I know that was wrong. I that was on purpose.
Very
I think we could gwindwalk there.
Gwindwalk, you say?
How long will it take? Pull up the map, soldier.
Fuck. Maybe, I don't know. I should we?
To get there, it'll take like 10 hours.
By regular means?
Less. It'll take like 7 hours by windwalk.
Oh. Hey. Hey.
Hey,
Hello.
See that? Alright, Jeffro.
Yes.
If you go windwalk us, we'll go the way.
We already are.
Right?
Yes.
You cast
He's
it
already
already?
done it.
Lusvik, we're
He
already
doesn't.
plowing.
Wishvik doesn't know how.
Oh.
No one knows how, but he's already done it. He has mastered the skill so much he can just do it.
Oh.
he can just do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do. Eat.
Look up. I lead the way.
Okay.
I also eat the hay.
It's not for you, man.
Hay is for who?
Hay is for horsies.
Now he gets it.
Yes.
Yes.
Queen.
Yes. I would have also accepted anything that would have been from the popular television show
Oh, you want to see the Nazi youth ass picture I have just in case?
Yes.
Rainer Gluburn shows up.
Yeah, Gloob. Dude, he's so blue. He's so blue. Is he a
Look at what a Nazi this fucking guy looks like.
Yeah, he's a water Nazi. Is what he is now.
Oh God, he's a Nazi.
Genasi.
No, we say Ganassi in this house.
No,
Genasi.
that's dumb. Also, his eyebrows are so expressive.
They sure are. Expressive in hate.
He should have worn a different color, I feel.
No, he has to look evil.
I don't like him.
Why? What's wrong with him?
He doesn't even look like a farmer.
He just looks bad. I want to make him
That's how bad he is.
away.
At least Lusvik looks like a... Well, maybe.
Lusvik looks like the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah. That's more likely to look like a farmer than... Okay, I guess.
Well,
You're an acid farmer?
his dad's the farmer, you know.
Ass farmer.
He was born into a farming family.
Two farmer sons.
Yeah.
Farmers' sons.
Yes, farmers
Son
/
farmers?
carpenters. It's unclear.
Like
Oh,
Lusvik
but it
helped
was
out.
very clearly a farm that he was
Lusvik helped
on.
out, but he was a military man eventually. I like to think that Reina is he's younger. He's probably in his 20s.
He looks a lot younger.
He's
Yeah.
somewhere in his 20s there. And he was always like, Lusvik, let me play in your treehouse. And Lusvik was like, no, fuck you, piss Ganassi. And then he's like, I'm totally going to rat you out to the Primarch one day and get your dad hanged.
Dang, looks like Lusvik deserved it.
Lusvik really hoist by his own baton. You brought this on yourself, fucker.
So are Genasi like, what is there like a group of them living in where?
There's an amount.
Because it seemed like they were kind of grouped up right there.
They're pretty rare, but there's a small community of Genasi who farm outside of Bradavis. And some of them hate each other.
But some of them are cool.
Some of them like each other. Some of them hate
some of them
each other.
are very good friends.
Yeah.
Some of them
You
are
know-
vegetable enemies for life.
Some of them are also just regular enemies for life. In vegetables and outside of vegetables.
Mostly vegetable based.
Oh, is that where all your hatred for them?
Well, now I have a new hatred. It killed my dad.
Yeah, so now it's... Oh man, the vegetable has risen. Things have escalated in a vegetable sense.
So, you guys windwalk off
Great.
in the direction of Osk.
Now what? Now what?
Now we're doing that.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Oh, okay.
Because,
I don't think we have a plan for talking to her, so you know.
yeah, I don't want to, I don't want to rush you guys into that. So,
Quick! No, wait. There's someone who needs saving outside. Let us fight them.
what?
Who needs to be saved?
Let's
There's a random
fight
NPC
these
who
burglars
needs to be
outside.
saved.
Let's get regular NPCs and not.
Wait, if they're burglars, would they be outside?
If you guys want to fight some burglars, I can have a fight that lasts 4 seconds.
Yes.
Wizard
We're
burglars.
flying, and we see burglars.
This is all a part of the plan.
Okay, are they stealing
What are they doing? Nick?
hamburgers? Are they hamburglers?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's SINDROA.
Wait, no. We're gonna. You said 4 seconds. Let's fight them.
That's okay.
You wipe them the fuck out, they're dead.
Do we get XP for that?
We've killed.
Next time, they'll talk to an orc. Alright, bye.
Chat,
an orc?
He never said we're
Or
getting
an
XP
orc.
for that.
Wait, an orc?
Bye.
She was disgusted.